Easy game for the girls as long as they play smart and they make Queens Grant shoot the ball. Queens Grant's got two good players, number 15 and number 21, so the Pride should be looking to shut those two girls down pretty quickly. We've got play introductions about to start here.
All right, I'm here with you, Grant.
Now Mr. Bird's joining us.
We're getting there slowly.
Yeah.
Stepping away, being a parent, and teacher.
Got your son right next to you, so.
All that stuff. So we got introductions going on right now. Mm-hmm. And then we'll get into, I would presume, the national anthem.
Probably.
And then the game will get going. So I heard you covering the keys.
Yep.
So basically from what I saw before we even kind of got going, we've talked earlier in the day. By rights, this should be a pretty easy game for the girls. Mm-hmm. I don't see too much coming from them having much trouble. Yeah. But we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, we got to make Queens Grant shoot. They're only shooting 33% from the field. So for all you math wizards out there, that's one make for every 3 shots. So, and something we tend to do for the girls is we get in foul trouble late in the games.
Yeah.
So
they
that's going to be key.
They got to be mindful to take care of the ball. Hey, go ahead and start playing.
So we're about to get ready to tip off here.
Hopefully things go well for them tonight. And hopefully, the biggest thing in a game like this is just try to avoid injuries.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just get through it, have fun, play smart, and don't lose a game you're supposed to win.
Exactly.
You got to play these games like just the way you play a tough team.
Oh, yeah. And that's the thing is that, as everything gets going here, we'll see, hopefully, the girls playing smart and doing everything that they need to do. Mm-hmm. Looks like we're getting ready to tip.
Taking a little bit longer to tip off here. Yeah.
They made us have to fill. Don't they know better?
You said what?
So they made us fill. Don't they know better?
So Pride get the tip off. Megan Reed's controlling the ball. Immediately working the ball in. And right off the bat, number 21, one of the girls we talked about, has already got 1 foul.
Pine Lake puts it up, makes 2 points quick.
And they're putting on the press. Oh, and they break the press. Number 23, another one of their scores.
Pine Lake's passing around. Carly Scholl's got it on the side. Megan Reed passes it over to Jocelyn on the opposite side. Carly looks to shoot for 2. Bounces around. Jocelyn gets the rebound.
Turnover.
All right, Queens Grant's got the ball. They're bringing it up. Number 15. Looks like Pine Lake's going to play in man-to-man zone or man-to-man defense. Carly gets it. Megan Reed driving down, looking to go one-on-one. 23 picks up another foul.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and now who are the two bigs that Pine Lake's got to watch out for tonight on Queens Grant side?
Well, the 2 scorers would be number 15 and number 21, but one of their big girls, the two girls over 6 foot, is number 21 and number 23.
Yeah.
Both of which already have 1 foul each.
Yeah, that's for her. Really only about minute and a half into the game, and it's a little quick to pick up a foul.
She misses both, but gets her own rebound.
Pine Lake's passing it around. Carly Scholl gets it on the wing, passes it down low. They get it back out.
Got Coach Fitz standing right in the way.
Yeah. We tried to find a spot that we could be able to see, and somehow the coaches find a way to get in our way. All right. Pine Lake lost the ball. Queens Grant bringing it in. We got a full court press on. Lauren Messer looking to cause some disruption. Queens Grant gets it all the way down. Takes a shot, misses. Carly Scholl gets it out, pushes it up quick. So it looked like Mia passes it back. Oh, we missed another shot. Hey, we got a foul. Well, my guess on 22.
Foul on the Pride.
Yeah. They're going to get her for getting her hand on there. All right. Queens Grant's passing it back in. Pine Lake setting up in the press. They got her trapped in the corner. Queens Grant gets it out to one of the big girls. We got another foul. It's going to foul on Lauren Messer. She was coming from the backside. And again, from where he was, he's calling it from based on how it looked, not necessarily what the factual foul was.
Yeah.
Because it did look like she had a jump ball, but again, I'm biased.
Yeah.
So again, they're sticking with a man-to-man defense out here. 23 puts it up. 2 more points for Queens Grant. They take a 4-2 lead with 5:47 left in the game. Megan Reedy's bringing it down, passes it over, kicks it back up top. Megan looks to drive to the left. Oh, a little miscommunication between her and Jocelyn.
The turnovers.
So, kind of real quick, you know, we struggled with shooting. You know, if you were out there, if you were Coach Fitz, and I know you worked with him last year, what would you tell the Pride as they're going forward here?
Well, another foul. I think on Messer.
So they got the basket now. Now they're looking to add one on the line. But yeah, what do you tell them?
Just be smart with the ball. You know, these girls, they're bigger than us, so we're gonna have to rely on shooting the ball from outside. But don't force anything. Try and work the ball in, and just don't make the silly turnovers like we're making right now.
All right. It's even like right there, if you look towards the end, they kind of looked a little disjointed. Even just trying to get the ball down. They got Chloe who subbed in. Now she's not afraid to take it and then kick it out. It's good. Chloe's got it up back up top, passes out to Jocelyn. Jocelyn looking around. She takes the drive in, takes a shot, banks it in for 2.
Yeah, what you said, Chloe. Now you can see Chloe just stole the ball, got the layup. You know, Chloe's probably one of the most aggressive female basketball players I have seen. Really, she is not scared to do anything on this court.
And that's why I think Chloe gives a good spark off the bench. Lauren with a nice little block there. Overshot. Now Chloe's going to be able to take it down. And that's, again, we talked about how they're bigger, but we got to rely on our speed.
Yep. Chloe will definitely help with that. Carly Scholl with a 3 and makes it. You know, Carly had a rough night against Langtree, but looks to get her shot figured out.
Let's see who's calling the game. We got Grant here and myself.
Worked it inside. Number 21 with another basket.
Our graphics department's been working on some things. Totally looks it back down.
Can you turn mute off on my mic? Yeah, because it's like fuzzy.
Say it again.
Can you turn to where I can't hear you on here?
I don't know if I can do that. I can take us all off.
What do you mean?
Just make it so we can't hear each other.
Okay.
How about that?
Yeah, that's better.
There you go. It's hard.
I was hearing two of you, so. It was like 1 second that I was like,
All right.
So we just missed a foul while we are fixing our mics. But number 15's at the line here. One of the girls we said to watch out for.
All right, we got tied up 9-9. You can't see.
So she makes 1 of 2. Got a tie ball game here with 3:14 left in the first.
Carly looks to pass it down. That was a great pass from the side, but we missed the shot.
And look who was in there to get that rebound. Chloe.
Yeah. Again, she adds that little bit of spark.
Carly with another shot from
Carly
outside.
takes from the corner. That was a good 3. Lauren tips it and gets it back to herself. She steals it, and Pine Lake sets it up again. So we don't get the rebound, but we get the steal. That's one where I wish Carly kind of would catch it in a more triple threat position, because I knew right away she was going to pass it.
Yep.
That's one of those where I think it can make a little bit of a difference. All right, they're moving around. Kind of spacing's getting a little tight there.
Yep.
They got to reset themselves. That was a good recovery by Queens. Ball's on the floor. They kind of throw it up. Carly Scholl gets at it.
And she threw that ball like she was just hoping someone would go down there and catch it.
Yep. Sometimes when you got a team that is young, and it looked like Queens Grant was.
Oh, that's a good skip pass.
There it is. Almost had a little bit of a knuckle on it. All right, we're going to get Pine Lake ball in the corner over there. But yeah, that's one where you get a young team, you have the tendency to just kind of chuck it down there and get it away from your hoop. Almost like a clear out in hockey.
Yeah.
We've had my days when I was coaching Pine Lake where we've done that kind of stuff. Megan takes it in, gets it in, and takes a shot, misses.
You got to get back.
And Chloe's there, covering home.
You know, I think we hung around the ball there after we turned it over there, and we didn't get back and pack the paint like we should have.
Yep. But again, I think the idea was, Queens Grant's got 1 win in the conference, and I think 1 win overall. And I think a lot of them were coming in thinking that they were going to be able to go at this pretty easily.
Yeah.
And that's just not the case.
And these kind of games are where the good teams tend to play sloppy, and sometimes they can blow these games, and it's.
And it really does. You get into the fact of, you play down to the competition, and that I will say that's the one thing with this Pine Lake girls team is we do tend to, play down to that competition, and it's
exactly
not. It's not always good for us. Because, again, when you think about CSD, you think about their big win against Langtree earlier this year, or earlier this week. Those are huge victories.
Exactly.
And then you have for lack of better terms, nonsense. They're a much better than an 11-point team here.
That's exactly right. This ball game should probably be 11-2. But it's tied up 11-11. Queens Grant just caught a timeout, so.
Oh, look, there we are.
There we are. We got the camera time now.
I put you more in frame than myself. I think Bitters would be proud with our flag hanging ability.
I think you would. Shout out to Mr. Bitters.
Yeah, hopefully he's listening. And I think Miss Goddard's also listening on her way down to, I think, South Carolina. But, I will say this. For a Friday night game, I look over at the student section.
Dead.
It's dead.
There's no.
I'm gonna swing you guys around from our camera, and there's DeMarcus, but that's the student section. Hopefully we see a little. It's a little bit different for the boys, but I don't know. I was a little surprised.
The basketball guys always post on their Snapchat stories and Instagram to make sure to come out, and I know I promote the games. I was telling everybody this is a big conference game for the boys and the girls.
Yeah, I mean, you think. Well, that's what. I don't know if I put it in my little notes here, but if we still have 6 games left in the conference. I think is what I looked at. In terms of for the girls, we looked at the fact that right now they're sitting third in the conference, and so they have a good seeding. And so, it's important to keep it up because here's the thing. If they drop, they have to go up and play Union in the semifinals, assuming that they win their first round game and stuff, and Union wins theirs. And so, you got to keep that in mind as you're going through, and especially when you look at also who they have to play.
Exactly.
Yeah, they have another game against Queens Grant at Queens Grant next week. They play Carolina International, Bradford Prep. Those are games that you should win. All right, and I'm not sure who Langtree has, and I'm not sure who CSD has, but those are ones that as a coach you look at it and go, okay, we should win these.
Yep.
And that puts you in a good position. And tonight, same thing with the boys, because the boys are actually, to me, in the opposite situation of the girls right now, and they're looking at the fact that they want to get a few more wins so they can go from 4th to 3rd to get up into, and then hopefully not have to play, CSD so early.
Yep.
15's bringing it down. She kind of looked like she pushed off and then did a little fadeaway. All right, got 0.3 seconds left.
On the other side of the court, she got a little into it with another girl. Well, we know that's 2 fouls on Messer already, so.
All right.
And at the end of the first quarter, we got a tie ball game at 11 each.
Yeah. So again, this is one of those situations where the coach is going to look at it and kind of go, hey, you know what? Yeah, we're a much better team, but right now it's not showing it on the court, so we gotta get it up.
After the first quarter, I think now that they're going to settle in a little bit, settle in their groove. Coach Fitz is going to make those adjustments needed, and I think coming into the second quarter, I think that's when we're going to swing this ball game in our favor.
Right. And again, that's one of those aspects where we're doing a good job. We're giving a thumbs up to Z, who's doing our camera tonight. She's asking what we're actually talking about, and she doesn't realize we're talking about how good she's doing right now.
Yeah, exactly. We were talking about this the other day in class. We were scrambling to figure out who can run our camera for us.
Yeah, because actually one of the things our biggest problems at Pine Lake is it's the flu. The flu hit us pretty hard.
And I don't think it's even Pine Lake. I think it's really everywhere. I heard from Mr. Scholl and Coach Hafer the other day when we were playing Langtree that Langtree had over 180 kids out.
It wouldn't surprise me if we're seeing similar things on both schools, just for that simple fact that it is flu season. As a matter of fact, actually, thinking about it, one of our swimmers who was supposed to compete in regionals was out tonight, Josh Gonzalez, and he was on our relay teams. And so that's what the relay boys were saying. Yeah, he's out, and but that they still felt they could qualify for state. But it's one of those things you don't think about until the day of.
Yeah, until you realize you wake up with 101 fever.
and you as a coach are sitting there going, huh, we planned for everything but a virus.
Not the flu. Queens Grant comes down the court and scores 2.
Yeah, again, Pine Lake's they got to start making a movement, and they start making some of those easy shots like that. Good make by Lauren over there.
I think Pine Lake's a little bit more athletic than Queens Grant, so I think this press will eventually start wearing down Queens Grant. So
yeah, and that might be the case. And we haven't seen Queens Grant play. They might be playing it so that way, they might have a second half that just is a little lackluster, just because again their bench isn't that deep. They tend to try to slow down the game a little bit, so if Pine Lake can keep it sped up, that might be in our favor. And again, we got to make shots.
Yep.
Crowley's dribbling around the side there, passes it off to
Crowley. They're running a 2-3, and Hallie flashed in the middle there, but I don't think we have a consistent zone offense. I think it's flashes of people know it. I know Coach Fitz is a good enough coach, and he has a 2-3 zone offense to break it, but it doesn't seem like the girls are running it.
Right. One of the easiest ways to get past the 2-3 is shoot from the outside, and Carly has been trying. She's been working on it. Just hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
Yep.
Chloe did a good job playing defense coming down. And we get a little over back on 21. And I think that's her second foul, I think we've seen.
2 on her.
All right, we got Hallie Terry out, and she's coming back from injury.
We got Derek Finizio in front of us wearing the sunglasses. Wearing the sunglasses inside.
He's looking to get ready.
Yep.
His future's bright, so he's wearing shades.
That's right. Hopefully he'll be able to produce for us tonight in the boys' game.
Yeah. My wife's doing her best over here not to shout, knowing there she took it. She couldn't take it anymore.
She's got the inner coach inside of her too.
Well, she was the one who we were playing Union Academy. It was first year I think Union Academy was in our conference, and we were playing down there. And she was getting excited, and she wanted our team to get the ball. Kind of what she shouted over there if anyone caught it. And girls weren't listening, so she took our tripod out and started slamming on a steel chair. And it was just echoed throughout the gym. And a mom comes over to me and goes, "Your coach is unbecoming." And I went, that coach is also my wife. And I'm not going to tell her to stop.
So Queens Grant has got the ball right under. Lauren Messer gets the block, though.
I would like to say that was a block, but there was about 2 feet of air in between. I think that was just the ball slipped out. But we can give Messer the block.
We give her credit. We got to look up the court. You got Carly Scholl wide open. They're not looking.
This is that's where Megan's got to take number 15 and take her one-on-one.
Yep.
She can't let her cause her to turn and stuff.
And another travel call on the Pride. Going to give the ball back to Queens Grant. You know, like you said earlier, it looks like we're stooping down to their level of play.
Yeah. And it really, again, that's one of those things that we tend to do, and we got to be mindful of it.
Yep.
Good deflection. Messers gets the rebound.
Now you got to go. You got to go.
Yeah. And you got a one-on-one situation. It looks good, but again, we got to make those shots. We got to push in the back though.
23.
We got
That's
2
on her now.
And we got a sub coming in for Queens Grant. Pine Lake's taking it out of bounds underneath, setting it up in a box set.
Dish it right into Hallie and two defenders.
That's one of those where you got to be a little bit stronger right there. That girl just kind of poked her hand in there, and the referee was nice enough to bail us out there.
Megan Reedy looks to shoot a 3.
Megan Reedy looks to hit. Missed.
Jocelyn with the rebound puts it up and misses.
She gets her own rebound.
Puts it up again.
Misses again.
There to get a rebound.
And Pine Lake, it's going to be Queens Grant ball off Pine Lake.
And we got a technical foul on Queens Grant.
All right, so we got, I don't know who's going to be taking the shots. Looks like Jocelyn is. The girls are trying to figure out what's going on too. So Carly Scholl is going to take the 2 free throws. Look at that. See that? We're adding Carly's name down there.
We're getting fancy now.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We only got one more game in the season, but I'm getting there. All right. I'm making use of our new tech. Maybe if Mr. Scholl's watching, he'll be like, "Oh man." If he's watching, he's probably going, "What's Spur doing?" He's shaking his head.
So we made one of the 2 technical free throws, and we got the ball back now.
And I'm not sure what. This is where we got to start talking to the referees beforehand to have one of them come over here during the technical free throws to figure out what actually happened. Because I still don't know who the technical foul was on.
Megan Reedy goes up with a shot. Jocelyn gets the offensive rebound. We were ball watching. We didn't get back and almost had an open layup.
I will, to Queen Grant's credit, I think another year under their belt. They could do some things because they are trying to get the ball up. They are making good looks. It's just a matter of finishing.
Yep, that's exactly right.
All right, Pie Lake's bringing it down. Queens Grant still under 2-3. Number 11 in the center right there. I don't think we want to try to get it in there.
No, she's a pretty big girl.
That's a
very tall
person down there. Missed shot by Jocelyn. It's going to be off blue, so white ball underneath. Fitzpatrick calling out the play. They're setting up in a box just to our left.
Oh, that's a good pass.
That is. Oh, that's one she's got to make.
There.
Yeah.
Oh,
we got double fouls here. If that's what I thought, I saw both of her arms go out. So. No, we got a foul on Lauren Messer.
So.
Lauren. You got a foul on Lauren.
11 for Queens Grant. So double foul. That brings Lauren to 3 fouls already.
I think someone's got to tell Fitz that, hopefully soon. But yeah, Hallie's got to start to look to shoot. That's going to be short. But Carly Scholl will make the 2. And applauding approval from my wife. Now see, that's one where Lauren could have got caught for another foul. She's got to be careful. You don't want to go. Don't go for the steal off a dribble.
Exactly. At this point, you just got to get back.
Yeah.
Get back in your paint, defend it. Lauren's on the ground. She looks like she's getting a little beat up.
Yeah. Again, that was where you play on your press and you don't look who's actually behind you. Can't let the ball go all the way through there.
Yep. She football passed it.
Yep. Pine Lake's moving around and gets it down low. They kick it back out to Carly. Takes a 3. Off the board, but Lauren going back up. And that was a hard foul by 24.
She looks like she's hurting now.
Yeah. But don't worry. Our graphics department's got this. She watches it back and sees her name. She'll feel better.
There you go.
But I'll tell you right now, if I'm Coach Fitz, I'd like to sub her in here.
Yeah.
Sub her.
Right after these foul shots.
You got 3 fouls. You
let her rest until halftime. Until after halftime. We're 3:22.
Yeah, you're doing.
Second quarter.
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn's in the rebound. Throws it. Mia tries to save it. Unable to save it.
They wanted to go hang out with Miss McCall and Miss Reuter over there.
Yep. And here goes Lauren Messer taking a break. Megan Rudy comes in for Lauren.
Yeah, they need to look at her hip. That's what she kind of pointed to it. All right, Pine Lake still putting the pressure on. And they're doing well. I don't know what's going on.
Loose ball foul.
Foul on 5 for Queens.
Number 5.
Got 1 and 1. We gotta try to get Z's attention. Z.
There she goes.
There we go. She controls our camera. She controls our camera but can't see the video. She controls our camera but can't see the video. And she was in the middle.
All right, we got a discrepancy going on. Refs are talking about something. I'm not sure what it's about.
Oh, she called a foul. So they're actually gonna say it was. They're gonna say she didn't have. They're gonna say that it wasn't a defensive foul, so she won't get the 1 and 1. All right, but they'll get the ball out on the side.
And you know what people were just upset about is that the 2 refs.
My guess would be it's a loose ball foul, but they're still talking about it. So I guess we can fill a little bit more.
Well, they came out of their first huddle, and 2 of the refs agreed that they were going to take it out, and then one of the refs signaled that it was going to be 1 and 1. And now they just went back, Now they're splitting up again. Still discussing.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, the guy up there, he doesn't play any punches. As a matter of fact, during the JV game, I don't know if you got in here yet, but Luke Johnson was asked to, he had to move out of the student section because he was just being fun and having fun, and he was flexing.
Towards our team.
Towards our team, and then he held it a little bit longer towards the Queens Grant player, and the referee stopped it right away. And it was looking for an administrator at first, and then got the coach to move him over.
Yep. And from what I heard from Luke is that the Queens Grant player said something we can't say on camera, and so Luke held that pose a little longer.
Yeah. Which
caused the.
And that's why I looked at him. I just went, "Hey, Luke, you can't do that, buddy." as we both walked back over, I was like, "You can't. You just gotta let go." And he's like, "I know."
And he apologized. I saw him apologize to the refs.
He did. He said, "I'm sorry, sir."
Yep.
And
and put his hood up and walked over in shame.
And then he took a little walk of shame.
It's very funny. Something that some of the other varsity guys that were here in the stands were laughing about and making fun of. So.
Yeah, my guess is he'll get teased about it a little bit.
Yep.
All right.
We got Miss Ruder in front of us. She's coming to enjoy the Friday night games.
We got a timeout. Coach Fitz looks a little upset.
Yeah, he does.
And I think it's because it's 21-15. Yeah, there's really no reason for it to be the score that it is. Mm-hmm. They're not making their shots, and they're moving slow. Yep. They're playing, as you said earlier, to the level of Queens Grant.
Yep.
And it's something you can't do.
And we expected a little bit more, and I hate to say it out of these girls, but we expected more, especially coming on a 5-game win streak in conference.
Right, yeah.
They've been playing really well against some really good teams, and to see them start off on this performance, it kind of concerns me. I don't know about you, but
it does. And again, what it comes down to then is, as you're looking at it from the long-term perspective, you get into the conference tournament and you get into even the state tournament, it's like, okay, what team am I going to have? Mm-hmm. And so if I'm Fitz, I'm like, all right, well, I got to prepare for the team that I saw play against Queens Grant, and not the team that I saw play again that came back and outscored CSD by, what,
Show, let's shoot another
30-some to 10.
And so we got to get back. We had a flyer.
All right, they recover. And that's one where I think 5's a little afraid to take it. That was a good take by Queens Grant. Again, you can't take anything away from them when it comes to that. My wife's over here. She's commenting. She's like, "Look, they should have taken a charge over there." she pulls no mercy right there.
Yeah.
That looked like a foul from our side angle there.
Yeah, that did look like a foul, but
Megan Reedy's got it up top.
Good swing in motion. Chloe looks to shoot again. That looks good. Oh, off the front of the rim.
It's looking good. It's got good rotation.
Yeah, she's right there, too.
Yeah. Just off a little bit.
There's a foul on 15.
Yeah, sub coming in. One of the things that they might help here, especially because, even though you're shorter, would be sending everybody in to go rebound.
Yep. There it is.
She even held her hand up a little bit.
Yeah. Carly Show finally gets one to drop here.
They got a steal again from Pine Lake. Pine Lake's press looks like it's doing its job. It's just sometimes we don't always get it. Emma's in.
And once Queens Grant breaks that press, though, we got to remember to get back.
Yep.
We can't just stoop back and.
And I think we're playing a man-to-man. And so one of the hard things when you're pressing into a man-to-man defense is you got to make sure everybody knows who's they have.
You got it. Communication is key on that side of the ball.
Because I'm seeing a lot of times we got double teams leaving somebody open underneath. Good, strong pass from Chloe up top. She's looking both sides. I'll tell you, from a point guard perspective, Chloe does really well. That's a good move around. Just she's got to get a rebound there.
Yep, and we got to get back. Jocelyn's hanging around.
Oh.
She commits the foul.
Yeah. No, it was a foul on Jocelyn, but again, she's playing good defense. What is that, her second or first?
Yeah, her second.
Second. All right. So we got a sub in.
And those are the silly fouls that gets us in foul trouble. You know, when they get the ball like that, you just got to get back, set up your defense.
Yep.
We got 45 seconds here to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, you don't need to play silliness like that.
Carly Shogus with him.
All right.
37.6 here to go. Second.
We got 24-17 as it shows up on the top of your screen. Pass around. Emma's looking at.
Fake.
Again, that's one where again we set up a triple threat, makes it a little bit more deadly, I'd say.
See?
We got jump balls. And
you know, Chloe got lucky there for not getting called on a foul, even though from our standpoint it looked like a jump ball, but some refs like to call that a foul.
Yeah.
And we got another football pass all the way down to us here in the corner.
All right, because nobody touched it, they go all the way back to the other end.
With 20.4 here to go, I think we're just safe for one shot and head to halftime.
Unfortunately, I don't think that'll be the case.
I don't think it will be either.
We look kind of a little out of sorts there. So again, that's where everyone knows she's not going to shoot this. She's going to pass. And she doesn't square up. Emma's got to square herself up. I'll have that conversation before World History Monday. Got a shot that goes up.
Another jump ball.
Got another jump ball.
.7 here. Got to be a catch and shoot. And blocked. Still got time. Foul. And this is the shot, but Mia is going to get 2 shots here.
Yeah. And I think they'll clear everybody off. So poor Mia is going to be out there all by herself.
And that can always be a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah. We got Mia up there.
You know, as time expires here, Mia's
tell everybody to kind of back off the floor because you're going to be able to go to halftime here in a second. And for that, we ourselves will take a quick break so that way Grant can get some food if he needs to, or, you know.
We got the varsity boys heading into the locker room right in front of us after watching the girls' game. We got Luke, who got kicked out earlier.
That's our story. Mia makes the free throw going into halftime. So going into halftime, we're going to have a score of 25-17. All right, the girls gotta basically go through, and I just realized I was on camera as I was telling Lauren Messer to play smart, and as I'm pointing to my head. Just gotta play smart. Gotta keep playing hard, and just get ready for it.
Yep.
So, all right, we'll be back here in a little bit. Thanks for joining us on PLSN.
That's right.
All right, and we're getting back. We're going to finally keep doing what you're doing. So we're going to get in. We got 1 second left in the half. I got my son he's eating pizza in the midst of playing Super Smash Brothers.
He's living a good life right now.
He is. That's what he likes to do.
Yep.
And finally it's going to start. I haven't changed the quarter because I'm a fool. But I'll get that now.
We see another football inbound pass right out of the half, and they turn it over, and Pride will go get the possession.
I'll be back.
Okay. Okay. Is my mic still live, or? Okay. Okay. And this is where he's going to go head off and do something with the camera real quick. Carly Schultz takes a three. He drains it in the corner. Gives her 3 on the night. Gets a steal, but turns it over. It's going to give the Pride 25-17 lead. 28 now, I'm sorry. As you guys just saw, you lost the feed, so you'll still be hearing me. And we got a travel call in Queens Grant. We got Alexis in front of me. Just came to watch. There you go, the feed's back on. Another 3 attempt. Miss. Still put on the press, 28-17. Score's not out of Jane because I don't know how to do the computer yet. Just the announcing. And it looks like they tend to break the press. And foul on number 1 for Queens Grant. Foul on number 1. Pride to get the ball back. Queens Grant still in their 2-3 zone, but we turn the ball over. Fitz is letting the bench hear it a little bit right now. He's frustrated on the way the girls are playing, even though they're winning. He knows the girls can play at a better level than what they're playing at right now, so. It's a good swing in the ball. Lauren flashes. That's a good. Hey, almost.
All right, they're bringing it up.
Number 21 puts it up. You know, from my point of view, that looked like it wasn't going to go in where she shot it, but she somehow managed to get it in.
All right. So I'm trying to play catch up here for our crowd as I'm getting the points there.
You know, it looks like we're swinging the ball a lot better going around this zone, and we're working it inside. But I think Queens Grant's just a little bit too tall to be making those inside shots like we just see Lauren Messer gets fouled on.
Try and get Zia's attention again. We got free throws coming.
We got to work with Z a little bit.
She's shooting again.
Laura misses the first one. Misses the second one.
Just a little short.
Dawson gets it.
And I'll be honest. Again, part of it I wonder if it has to do with her hip. You know, one of the things that comes out of that is just, it was short. You can see it. Usually short references your legs.
Yep.
And so I half wonder if her hip is bothering her a little bit.
Travel call on Queens Grant. Is going to get the ball back to the Pride. You know, we see the student section starting to fill up a little bit.
Yeah, getting there a little.
You know, it's kind of weird to see it this empty on a Friday night.
Yeah, especially after last week's big game. Yeah. And again, like you said, like we talked about earlier, you got a big conference game coming up. You would think that people would want to be here.
Yeah.
Queens Grant takes it down, gets an and one.
Basket's good. I got a foul on Carly Scholl. That's going to be her first. Kelly Mullins coming in for Megan Reedy.
Hey, Reed's coming out, getting a talking to. Got a rebound. That was a good rebound.
Let's see.
It looks like they called jump ball, but I know the referee called a rough.
Number 22.
22 for Queens Grant. Queens Grant's putting on a little pressure now. They're looking to trap. Finally, they got to move the ball. We got too many people in the center of the court.
Yep.
Hey, that's one again where they got to figure out what's going on.
Oh,
Carly Scholl's bringing it up. Pass off to Mia.
Chloe's got a flash there.
Moving the ball around.
Still in that 2-3. She works it in. Almost turns it over. Pass gets deflected. High shot off the backboard from Lauren Messer.
All right, they're recovering.
Get back, stop the ball. Drives right in, misses the layup. Carly's coming down the court.
Carly Scholl's looking to take it down. She's going to look to score right here. Just missed.
You know, that's a good decision, though, to pull up right there at the elbow instead of driving into those big Queens Grant girls. But
well, and again, I would say Carly out there, from a basketball IQ, she probably has one of the best. Probably on the team here.
As a junior, too.
Yeah. She'll be a big help next year as a senior, especially if she keeps working on her shot.
And she seems to be in a little bit of a slump the last 2 games. Queens Grant fans are a little upset.
She wanted that foul. Yeah. So it's white ball underneath.
Good pass right into Jocelyn, and Jocelyn adds 2 more to the pride.
We got 30-21 with 3 minutes 55 seconds left in the third quarter.
Carly Scholl, good defensive play, keeping
Queens
her hands
Grant
straight
wanted
up.
that foul call, but again, she's going in without any control.
Sloppy pass. Turns the ball over. You know, back on the other end, Queens Grant was looking for a foul call there, but, you know, Carly Scholl just slid her feet, kept her hands straight up.
Yeah, we got a timeout on the floor.
Full timeout by Queens Grant here.
Yep. All right.
You know, coming out of the half, and now that we got a timeout here, it looks like the girls have made some halftime adjustments, and they're moving the ball better around the zone.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that we're noticing that I've seen is that they're making a better attempt at kicking the ball to get better shots, but at the same time, they're not getting to fall and they're not rebounding. You're not going to rebound on the offense. Like, no one's going in. Maybe one, and you're not going to be out rebound them. You're not going to be able to take advantage of those second opportunities, where I think they can get a lot because Queens Grant isn't taking care of the ball. They're throwing things away, and it's not like they're boxing out. They're just standing there waiting for it to fall.
Yep.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
So we'll keep it up. Switch out real quick.
So
I'm doing better.
Hey, working out the kinks, so. Quick steal out of the press.
That was a good take. And I got a feeling Queens Grant's coach is not going to be happy about that one.
Nope. That's 2 on number 15. You see the Queens Grant girl talking to the referee as Chloe Mullen drains her first free throw. You're just going to shoot your second here.
Trying to get
and
Chloe.
makes your second.
Chloe some screen time on there.
So that brings the Pride in a quick steal. And a sloppy pass by Carly Scholl leads to a Queens Grant layup. But Pride gets a rebound. Chloe Mullins pushing down the open court. Shoots it up, misses. Jocelyn gets a rebound, puts it right back up and makes it. Giving the Pride a 13-point lead here with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Queens Grant makes a football pass again. You know, that looks like something they like to do, is kind of throw a football style on the court.
Well, and I think they try to cherry pick a little bit. And then on top of that, they're looking at trying to score easy points. My guess is, as we talked about earlier, they kind of get a little, they slow down a little bit. They're not really a four-quarter endurance team, and I think you're starting to see some of that come out now.
That's right.
You know, you get Pine Lake's up 36-21, and you're going into it. You got 2 minutes 47 seconds left into the third quarter, and they've kind of gone on a quick little run. That's kind of giving them a huge advantage.
Yep.
And again, he's starting to see a couple more students trickle their way in. We got another foul. We got a push off. Blue 21. And the fans on the Queens Grant side are furious.
They're not happy. Looks like might be the parents of that player, as a male and female both stood up yelling at the ref.
And now they're the coach is looking to get an explanation. And I'll tell you right now, again, the one referee that's out there that I'll say is in our camera shot. He's the one that talked to Luke earlier. Mm-hmm. He's the one that
he doesn't play any games.
He doesn't mess around. And the thing is, though, and again, it's hard for us to see. I can't say it was a good call or a bad call. But yeah, that's one of those times where the foul difference is pretty noticeable. But that doesn't mean
it's not necessarily the ref's fault.
Yeah. You got to also take advantage. Now, granted, like I said, I've seen some Pine Lake, what should have been fouls that haven't been called. And I get the Queens coach is mad. But I will say that at least that gentleman's kind of called it both ways.
And with the foul on number 14.
Even Queens Grant players are getting a little frustrated.
Yep.
And the risk there becomes the fact of, what could happen because of it.
Makes their first one.
Oh, and shooting at
and
the
like
line.
You said, how the fouls are kind of a little uneven here. As we're looking at my chart right here, Queens Grant has a noticeable amount more fouls than Pine Lake. Another skip pass up the court for Queens Grant. Turns into a bit of a scrum, and foul on Lauren Messer. Puts her at 4 fouls here with 2:26 to go in the third quarter.
I'm starting to think that Coach Fish doesn't know she has that many. Oh, the crowd is going to get upset once they hear this one.
You know, it seems like the refs are getting a little soft here. And,
but yeah, now the downside of this, you're slowing down the game.
Yep, for sure. And that's 4 fouls on number 21, so, or maybe 5. I think that might have been 5 fouls on number 21, because I know I missed a foul earlier.
I wasn't sure if did they give it to 21?
Yeah, they did. We got Mia Muck at the line. Misses it, and Lauren gets the rebound.
That's a
Oh, and Lauren Messer's hurt now. Actually got landed on.
We forgot to keep track of our on the floor count.
Yeah, Lauren Messer on the floor count. I think it would have been pretty high today. So.
Yeah. This time I don't think it was all on her though. Lauren's taking a shot.
Makes her first one. Clean swoosh.
Pine Lake's up. 38-21. 2:21 left. Lauren Messer takes her second shot and makes that one too.
And looks like Lauren's getting subbed out here. She'll get a much needed break. Another long pass.
That's going to be down here now because no one touched it. So Bitters is going to be jumping on, checking us out.
That's good. That's good. And you know, like you said, how these refs are starting to call these fouls, it's slowing down the pace of the game. It has no flow to it anymore.
And I'll be honest, the pace hasn't been that fast anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Ball out of bounds. Queens Grant. Pine Lake setting it back up. We're playing full court man-to-man.
Yep, full court man-to-man. Chloe Mullen did a good job sliding her feet.
Looks like 24 and,
yeah, I saw
Carly,
that too.
are getting a little into it.
Looks like Queens Grant's getting a little physical with our girls.
Well, and at that point, that's the dangerous part. You get into the fact that there's not much going on. No matter what you do from the Queens Grant side, you feel like you're getting a foul.
Yep.
And that Pine Lake can do anything. It's frustrating.
Yep.
And that's sometimes where, even if I'm Coach Fitz, as long as it's not a malicious foul, in my head I'm thinking, hey, let it go.
Mm-hmm.
We got Megan at the line.
Frustration's definitely setting in for Queens Grant as they're down 18 points here.
Misses it.
A missed free throw by the Pride. Queens Grant gets a rebound, but then turns it over as they come down the court, so the Pride's going to get the ball back here with 1:35 to go in the third.
Coach Bitters says, Coach Bitters, look at that. Mr. Bitters says he wants a shout out, so we're making sure we get him a shout out. He's at home, taking care of his daughter, because Mrs. Bitters had another thing that she had to do, which is why he can't be joining us here. But we got Grant
taking his legendary spot.
Really, it's more. Normally you are here, and it's me just running the computer. So now these poor folks have to listen to me for 2 games in a row. Queens Grant, look at it.
Oh, that looked like a travel call to me.
Yeah. Again, that's for Queens Grant's side, you're just kind of out of sorts.
Yep.
Not really sure what to do. And throwing the ball away is just something that I got a feeling they're used to. That was a good pass by Chloe.
I don't think we're ready for that one.
A bad read by Reagan in that case, unfortunately. Oh, Chloe.
Yep, that's gonna be a foul on number 1 for Chloe.
That was
obvious.
That was a hard sub or hard
but
foul.
Chloe showing good sportsmanship, helped her right up.
We got a timeout full with Queens Grant.
So 39 Pine Lake, 21 Queens Grant here with 1:08 to go in the third quarter.
So Bitters wanted me to let you know that you're way more interesting than he is on the mic.
Appreciate
he
it,
appreciates the shout out. We're here. Sorry, Bitters, you're missing out on the cool new graphics that we got going on here.
Yeah.
Although the name should be reversed, but it's
all good.
That's my fault, folks. It's my fault.
One step at a time. One step at a time here.
I'm barely getting there.
Bitters should be happy to know that Sixth period English got a lot of work done today.
That is true, but, and he knows that because I sent him a video of you guys actually working. I was like, man,
you might need to miss more days of school so we can get more work done.
You got some kids who need the pride projects to finish up here.
Nah, we missed you today, Bitters, but we made sure to get work done for you. Make sure we're a good class for Mr. Burr to handle.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. I enjoy it, but I'm in there most of the time with you guys anyway, so.
You're always sitting in there.
Yeah, the sad part is you guys will read stuff, and then after you guys leave, I go to Bitters and I go, hey, in high school I remember talking about this, and then I usually give them some sort of weird history fact to go along with it to go, hey, by the way, when you talk about Canterbury Tales, this is what he's actually talking about.
Yeah, because you have the history teacher background right there, so.
And I think Bitters is like, I teach with you 2 times a day. I don't need to hear this.
I hear enough of you.
Pine Lake's got the ball. It's 39-21 with a minute left in the third quarter.
Mia
at 22 is going at it. Got a jump ball.
Mia had a little extracurricular push there at the end, but
you know what?
No call.
It is, again, when you start getting fouled hard too, the same thing happens.
Yep.
And that's what I said. The downside is when you get in that, sometimes the refs can make it actually more chippy than actually what it needs to be.
Yep.
I will tell you, again, playing Queens Grant, years and years ago, Queens Grant had a really good team. Matter of fact, one of their girls was being recruited out of go to Ohio State.
Wow.
They were phenomenal, but playing down there, we were doing decent against them, which shouldn't have been the case. It was one of those times where everything was going our way and everything wasn't going their way.
Hey, it's great to have those days, though.
Exactly. It's kind of like how it looked in the first quarter, and they were getting upset, and they started getting a little harder fouls, which then got me upset, which then led to probably more fouls on us being called because the referees were mad at me. And again, it's one of those times where I went to the referee afterwards and I said, I get you're doing your job, but because of the calls that you were making, you actually made it worse.
Yep.
And I said, you gotta, just keep that in mind. And I was respectful of it.
And I think referees take that constructive criticism feedback to, help them in other games.
I mean, and there were other times where I wasn't so constructive. And I was very much like the Queens Grant coach. Like I've been in their shoes where things just aren't going your way, and you want your team to play better, and you're just getting frustrated. And
Reagan makes a shot from the corner.
That was a beautiful shot.
20 seconds to go here. Pride up by 19. Actually, no, sorry.
Up by 21 now.
They didn't change the score fast enough when I looked up.
I apparently missed a point here there.
Color show. Steal at the inbound. Maybe a foul.
Chloe is looking to get it, but she just
pulls it out.
She's not tall enough.
4, 3. Clock stops with 3.7 seconds to go here.
We're into our double bonus.
Foul on number 2, it looked like. I'm running out of room to write Queens Grant fouls here.
Good thing we got a whole separate sheet for the boys game.
That's right. Makes her first one.
I think my next graphic has to be like foul trouble.
Yeah. Misses her second. And at the end of the third quarter, the Pride leads 43-21.
All right.
Cheerleaders coming onto the court to do a little end of quarter performance.
We can. I don't know if they're in the screen.
No.
So I guess they'll have to see our sad faces. Yeah. Again, that's one of those aspects. We got a PLP alumni coming over here.
Kayla Forrest.
So
she's back home for the weekend.
How are you doing?
Pride start with the ball in here in the fourth quarter. Megan Reed shoots 3. Just a bit off target here, but Hallie almost saved it. Not so much, though. Queens Grant going to get the ball back here.
Hallie Terry, I'll try to get it out there, but had a hard time. Again. I will say this, in terms of Pine Lake, I don't know if I'd want to keep pressing. I mean, I'm up by 21 now.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't hurt, but I'd also like to work on my half-court offense.
For sure.
Or half-court defense, rather.
For sure.
Because that was one of the things, even like when Coach Gordon and I would talk, when she took over after I left. One of the aspects we talked about, because with some of her teams, they were beating opponents by 30, and I was like, hey, you don't need to press. I was like, you worked on your press in the first half. I said, work on your half-court defense, because at some point you're going to have to play half-court defense against better teams in the state. I will tell you, 15, she can move that ball.
Yeah.
She faster than I can imagine. Yeah. Bitters wants to know where our Messer floor graphic is. We need to get a picture of Messer. Maybe for the last game we can try to figure out how to get that going.
Bitters, if I can make a good guesstimate on tonight's game, I think it's about maybe at 15 or 20. You know, it's pretty high up there for tonight.
Sadly, like we talked about before, it's not necessarily her diving for the ball. It's sometimes her getting thrown.
Yeah, her getting knocked
ground.
or thrown, exactly. She's probably going to get the ball here under the basket with 7:05. And
again, that's one of them where, as a coach, you get more frustrated because you got kids doing 2 different plays. And to me, there's 2 faults there. 1, Jocelyn apparently wasn't running the play that she needed to run. 2, you got someone who's passing the inbound ball to no one who's looking. Like, yeah, 2 people get yelled at in that case. All right. Playing man-to-man. Some people are face guarding. You got to communicate switches a little bit better there. Pine Lake steals
unconventional pass there as it hit off a Queens Grant player, and Lauren Messer retains possession. Jocelyn drives in.
Got a
traveling call. You know, I don't think we've seen the ball get past half court here yet. And there we go. Queens Grant finally gets it past half court, as I say that. Drives in, misses the layup. 2 girls go down. Another jump ball.
Sadly, I think it was 3 Queens Grant girls and 1 Pine Lake. I think it was Jocelyn's the only one on the floor.
And they're helping a Queens Grant player up.
That was good sportsmanship with Lauren Grant going over there, helping her up too. Especially because, again, Lauren wasn't even out there, down at that end.
Lauren knows how it feels when you get beat up and land on the ground, so. Yeah. She returns the favor.
That was a good block by 23.
Big block by number 20.
She was trying to get the ball to us. If it comes to me, I'll get it for you. All right.
Big block on number 20. They're going to take the ball
take it out over here. They take it out on the side where it crossed.
A little confusion on who's taking it out. Pass it right into Jocelyn right in front of her. Shoots it off the back of the rim. Messer fights for the rebound, and they're going to give the ball to Queens Grant.
Queens Grant's ball. We got 6:33 left. Pine Lake up 43-21. That was Allie Mullen there. That's Chloe's sister. It was one of those times where you just say you don't need to foul, let her catch it, and then play defense, and then hopefully cause them to mess it up.
They're sisters?
They are. Yes.
Wow.
Number 23 out there is Chloe Mullen's little sister.
They look nothing alike.
And I think there's actually another younger one. Because we had Isabella.
Playing softball at Coker College.
So she graduated last year.
Yep.
Chloe's a sophomore. Allie's a junior, or a freshman, I believe. And then, like I said, I think there's one more Mullen girl in the bunch. I will say, you know, they're much more into soccer than they are basketball.
It's always good to have a secondary sport.
Oh yeah. You know, as a coach, I always look for soccer players because I knew they could run forever.
Exactly.
I look for volleyball players because they could jump out of the gym, and then.
You know, each sport kind of helps you out with the other in a way.
Oh yeah.
Good pass by Chloe right into Lauren.
Poor Chloe would have probably at least 5, 8 to assist if we could get some baskets to fall. Again, this is time where you want to work on good defense and not make poor shots. Queens Grant taking it down the sideline. Nice shot by Queens Grant. Pass it up to Jocelyn in the corner. Kicking around on the outside. Mullen to Mullen. Sisters looking to try to help each other. Carly drives, takes a shot. It's one where you would like to see. You got a jump ball.
We got a jump ball call right in front of us.
Again, I don't know if there's a jump ball. I think there was a travel and he knew it, but he wanted
but
to
you know, with
play
the
somehow.
20-point ball game here with 5:25 to go, I think the refs are going to kind of, you know, this game has taken long enough as it has.
Yeah, you got that football pass again.
But back to the sister thing, it's got to be pretty cool for the Mullen family to see both of their daughters, or two of their daughters, I should say, on the same varsity basketball court.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that, yeah, it's cool to be able to do that. I know even when I was in college, we had two sisters play at Eastern, the Kilgore sisters, who their dad actually played for the Pistons.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, but the one started out in Providence, then her little sister went to Eastern, and she transferred in. So it was nice to see that, you know, for them to play for the years they did at Eastern. And again, you know, these two will have 3 years to play with each other if they keep playing basketball. And hopefully they do. I think Chloe's a great player. I know if I was Fitz, I'd try to say, hey, forget about that soccer thing and let's focus on the basketball thing.
Yeah. But I'm sure her soccer coach is saying the same thing to her about basketball. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing is I know she's actually looking to play soccer. Chloe is in college. That was a good take.
You know,
played a little rough. It was all right, though.
I think if that same play happened earlier on in the game, that might have been a foul. Wow. And you can kind of see the refs are kind of letting things play itself out. So.
And I'll tell you, look, you haven't heard much from the Queens Grant crowd. You haven't heard much from the Pine Lake crowd. And so I think it's a smart decision.
I think given the circumstance of the 43-23 lead for the Pride is kind of understanding from both sides of where this game's headed.
Yeah, I mean, and Pine Lake came out pretty well, and they played strong in the second half. They've made the shots when they needed to, and they've allowed to get to the lead that they've had. And now you have some players who aren't always in getting a chance to play, which is nice. And you know, Fitz is giving them some of the playing time that they deserve based off of their time at practice.
Yep.
And so it's a good feeling. I mean, weirder things have happened. You know, we could see an 18-point comeback, but just based off of if we're doing field goal percentage, I don't think it's going to happen. Emma looks to shoot. Kind of got knocked off a little bit after the game, or after the shot. Now, if Queen Grant keeps making some of those shots, then maybe things change.
Yeah.
He's still, like I said, he's still got 3 minutes, but there's a nice little we got to finish. Those are the ones you got to finish.
Like you said, a lot can happen in 3 minutes. So
yeah. And they're not, and they
make another one.
Queens Grant kind of knows that they do have some mismatches out there in terms of size and height. So they're making it useful, but if you also look out there, you can see some of them are being a little heavier.
Mm-hmm.
They're just moving around.
Good movement.
Get it down.
got to move the ball.
Say if you're dribbling, I'd like to see the dribble a little bit lower.
Yep. Show with
kicks it out. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Carly. That was a great shot.
I think she's starting to find her groove again. So
yeah. We got a foul on 11. I thought that's what he put up, or maybe 1-1. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. No, at this point, I've lost track of the foul calls.
There's so many.
With 2:33 to go here. For the Queens Grant's headed to the line.
Bitters, thank you for telling me to switch the quarter.
Good call, Bitters. Always looking out for us. So Queens Grant at the line to shoot a 1-on-1.
We got 2 minutes left.
Misses it. Lauren gets the rebound. Now's when you kind of just slow down the ball, move the ball around the zone, and just look for the open shot. You know, we don't need to rush anything. Don't need to force any shots.
And I think that's what Fitz is trying to get him to do. I think he's trying to say, hey, look, we don't need to.
Yep.
We don't need to shoot. We don't need to score.
Totally drains the first one. And, you know, something Coach Fitz always preached to me and the other players when we played under his belt is he said time and score. And that just meant recognize what time it is in the game, recognize the quarter, and just realize what the score is, to not make any stupid decisions or force any shots, like I said.
Well, and it does. You want to make smart shots. You want to be able to. It's one of those dangerous pieces because, like I said, you want to make smart shots, and you tell your kids not to. You want them to say, "Hey, make those smart shots." But at the same time, also, one of the things that I always worried about was the fact that, especially if the girls that are out there aren't comfortable moving the ball around, they like to take that shot early. Mm-hmm. To tell them to hold on to it, usually led to more turnovers. Mm-hmm.
And if you don't realize the time and score, the game could flip pretty quickly, faster than you really know it. You start forcing shots, start making silly turnovers because you take your foot off the gas a little bit, and then you look up at the scoreboard and it's a 3-point game, and then you're like, oh crap. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case here, as the Pride's up 48-29. Queens Grant just missed 2 free throws with 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. They push the ball up the court. A layup miss. Fighting for the ball.
We got, again, some different players in there. We got Maddie Naisbaum is in there, getting some time.
Isabel Zarzadius.
Isabel Zarzadius is in there. Mia takes a shot, misses long. Queens Grant still looking to go quick and try to get some scores. Zarzadius had it. I think she dribbled off her leg.
And Coach Fitz he's always good like that. He always, in situations like these, he's always good to get the people that don't play as much get some time in the game to make sure that they get their reps. Because you never know when you need them. You know, you get in foul trouble, like we said, that we tend to do sometimes, and you're going to have to call on some of those players.
Yeah, that's one of the things that kind of, you think about with Lauren. She picked up 4 quick fouls earlier today. So it becomes one of those pieces where now all of a sudden,
who can you trust?
Yeah, who can go in and fill that spot, fill that role? Do you replace it with a post, or do you go with a 4-guard lineup? And so games like this gives you a chance to see who's ready to play, who can do those things.
Exactly. And we got 1:15 here. Looks like the game's about rounded up. Carly Scholl takes another 3.
A long.
Low. Misses it just by a little bit.
Yeah, Coach Dunbar making those final adjustments as he's getting ready. Minute 5, he's probably thinking the same thing. This game's gone a little too long.
Yeah. He's very concentrated right now.
Yeah.
So we're under 1 minute here having some camera issues.
Z got a little too excited.
She's doing well, though. You know, it's our first time on the job, and we really appreciate her doing this.
Yeah,
because we were scrambling
that's extremely helpful.
Yeah, we were scrambling to figure out someone to get. And we got a foul. Foul, and the Pride's going to send Queens Grant to the line to shoot 2.
I think we got Bitters and Lang enjoying our commentary on the game.
And we got the student section filling up now. Not as much as we usually see, but
yeah,
it's always good to have students cheering on their fellow classmates. Another jump ball.
Yeah, a little jump ball. Zorzadia is still trying to get her balance over there.
What do you think our jump ball count is at tonight? Because we've had a lot.
Probably you're looking 30s, 40s.
Maybe some record or something.
Yeah. Who are they going to give it to?
Gonna give it to.
We got a good play over here by our trainer.
Our trainer.
Got a little soccer style kickback. Fitz is leaning back. He's not even on the bench anymore. He's
right
just
next
enjoying
to
it.
Coaching some of the girls that don't get in as much, like we said.
Yep.
Just letting them play, letting them feel out the game.
It is. It's again. It's nice time. Got a little foul. Maddie Naisbaum's going to go to the line.
And you know, I think it's good for the players that are in right now to know that their coach is just relaxed. He's not breathing down their necks, and that they can just go out there and play and just relax and play their game. You know.
Got another made shot by Maddie Naisbaum.
So we got 29 seconds here.
Nice shot. So Pine Lake's going to increase their win total to, well, they're going to go to 8-9. Queens Grant's going to drop to 2-17. At this rate, you know, Pine Lake really is in a good spot. They're in there; they can kind of control where they want to go.
Yep.
When it comes to the tournament aspects, and so you know, kind of impressed with what we've seen from them over the last this is their 6th win.
6th conference win in a row. That's right.
I mean, so they're improving conference-wise, 5-3. Pine Lake's got it. 12 seconds left. 50-34. Pine Lake. Got 5.1 seconds left. Pine Lake taking it underneath. All right, so while we're kind of getting ready for the boys' game, what can we expect from the boys' side of things?
Well, we know Queens Grant's coming in with a big team. You know, they don't have a lot of guys. They don't have a big bench. I think they only have about 9 or so guys. But they're very big, and the Pine Lake boys know that. You know, they had practice the other day, and they watched film, and they should be ready for him. But Queens Grant has a very athletic team, so we're gonna need to rebound the ball, and we're gonna need to rely on our shooting to help us out. You know, we've talked about this before. Our shooting hasn't been the best the last couple of games, but we're really going to have to rely on that tonight.
Well, and that's the thing is I think, yeah, it's the scary part with on the boys' side is they have to hit their 3-pointers because that's what they mostly take.
Mm-hmm.
And the last few games we've been seeing less than 20% makes, and we just can't have that. Mm-hmm. And so as they're going through to it, I think we really do need to be mindful, but I also would like to see some more active offense on that side.
And we got both teams running out on the court here.
All right, with that, we're going to take a break. Let us get something to eat, get drinks, do what we need to do.
I'm going to go buy a slice of pizza.
All right. Keep watching us on PLSN. Bitters, looking at you, buddy. Lang, hope everything's going well.
And hello to all our other viewers.
And all our other viewers. We're not just singling out Bitters. All right, we'll be back.
He just gets a special shout out.
Collax is cool, Collax is fun, Collax is here for everyone. Second and fourth Tuesdays, there are snacks, so come on by and relax.
Join us for Collax sessions happening 2:20 to 3 o'clock every other Tuesday in room 130.
Hey, I'm Alex Drakeford.
And I'm Timothy Reed.
We are members of Student Council and just two of the many who bring you the week-to-week news on our Student Council YouTube channel.
Each week we recap the happenings of Pine Lake as well as provide you with some upcoming important dates.
Plus, hear great joke of the week.
You can catch our program on Fridays at the URL below. Be sure to subscribe and like our videos.
Enjoy the game. And
Go Pride.
All right, we're going to do a national anthem real quick, and we'll be right back. All right. So we're getting ready. Grant is getting his homework ready in there. Getting ready for our second game of the night. Pine Lake taking on the Queen Trans Stallions coming out of Mint Hill. All right, Grant. So break it down for us. What do we got to do?
Rebound. Rebound. This is a very tall team. It's something that we've struggled with the past couple of games. We've tend to go in for the rebound, but not grab it.
Yep.
If you watch, you can see some of the guys like to tip it, and in a way, that could work if there's a guy out there to catch it.
Right.
Catch that tip, but there's not. So.
And that's the thing is, I think rebounding is key. I think for us also, if we're going to take outside shots, like we talked about before at the end of the second game, we got to make those outside shots. You know, at CSC, the last time we were here a week ago, we took, I think it was total almost 55 shots, and I think 21 of them were three-point line, and we only made about 6. And so if we're gonna do that, we need to make sure we make those shots. And then do you have any other? What's the last key over there?
You pretty much covered it. I mean, it's just the shooting. The shooting percentages are a little bit down. You know, from behind the arc as a team, we're only shooting 26%. So
that's the other thing is that I think the other thing, and I'm going to steal it from your girls' game, stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have a deep team. We do have a lot of kids that can play, but I would like to see that we stay out of foul trouble because they are long, they are lean, and they ain't going to mess around. We're going to switch over to our main camera as we get started for the jump ball. Pine Lake tips it out, but Queens Grant gets the control. Queens Grant's bringing it up. All right, looks like we're getting into a 2-3 zone for Pine Lake.
And now that we see
we got almost a similar offense to what Pine Lake runs. We got runner on the bottom going from block to block or short corner to short corner, or with a guy that sticks around the free throw line.
And we usually see a man-to-man defense for Pine Lake for our boys, but I think they've realized and done their homework. They've done their scouting report and see that they need to pack in a 2-3 zone to limit the inside shots for Queens Grant.
Well, and one of the things we talked about that we looked at beforehand was when it came to the guys, they didn't. The Queens Grant doesn't score much.
No.
What really wins them games, and they are, I believe, like 17-1 overall, is the fact that they play defense. I think if the max prep stats are right, they've only allowed 933 points all year, which averages about 40 points a game for them. I take that back. I was wrong. They do score
46. I got 46. They're allowing about 46 points a game.
Yep.
And that, based on their depth, that's pretty good. Because from what we see on their max preps rosters, they only got about 9 guys.
Yep.
And I think we have about over 15 or so. And we see DeMarcus starts the pride off with a pretty big dunk on a breakaway.
And that's the thing is that Bitters and I talked about the fact that we sometimes get caught up in getting him dunks and focusing on his dunks, and hopefully, it gets the team up and gets them going. But it also doesn't mean that we just continue to just look for him to dunk. Everybody's got to play. Everybody's got to score.
Exactly right.
Queens Grant looking to move the ball around on the edge. Doing good defense. They're back. They get called for a travel. All right, so Pine Lake's up 2-0.
It looks like Queens Grant's going to come out in a man-to-man defense. That's what we expected out of them.
Well, when you're long and lean and athletic like that, you can do that.
Grant Wagner shoots 3 from the corner. Gets the lucky roll off a pretty high bounce, and Wagner puts the pride up 5-0. Wagner's one of our guys that likes to shoot behind the arc and who we rely on. So that's good to see him get off on the right foot from behind the arc.
And he's going to need that to be successful.
Exactly.
Tonight.
We're going to need that throughout the game. And, I was looking through the stats so far. We got a foul on Lute. Sends Queens Grant to the line to shoot 2. But, find my notes here. We have a lot of guys that we have 3 guys that shoot from behind the arc. We got DeMarcus, Justin Workman, and Grant Wagner. And Wagner's only shooting 29% from behind the arc. And in high school that's a little bit below average, you could say.
Yeah.
But
it's something I could deal with.
Exactly. We got a foul on number 21.
All right, and again, we talked about the fact that DeMarcus is going to be a big player. Here comes one of our new graphics, throwing it up there. Hopefully it works.
There we go.
Kind of getting in there. We got DeMarcus' stats up there as he's setting up for the line. We'll get his regular graphic up there.
But like you said earlier, DeMarcus has found himself to be the guy that we rely on in late game situations and stuff.
And I will say, to his credit, he takes that role
very well
wholeheartedly. He doesn't shy away from it, which is good. Like I said, I hope Pine Lake kids realize that he realizes that he can't do it all himself,
exactly.
and that 2, he's gonna need others to rely on, and that the other kids realize that they also have to step up their game.
We got an air ball by Queens Grant, sends the ball down Pine Lake's way. Looks like Queens Grant's transitioned to a little bit of a zone, maybe. No, they're still playing man-to-man.
I think it's a spaced out. They're not playing really help side man. So really, that's going to leave your lanes open.
And you know, Queens Grant doesn't post any of their stats on Max Prep, so we don't know who's their lead scorer or anything, so we're kind of going into this one blind, but we just know that they're very athletic. And DeMarcus Johnson makes an and 1-3. Chance for a 4-point play here. Foul on number 2.
Actually, no. I don't know if they counted it a 3 or a 2. They gave him the 3, but when he marked it, he said 2 and then did the foul. So I don't know if they...
Misses the rebound, but Grant deflects it off Queens Grant and keeps the ball down on Pine Lake's side. Out of bounds play here with 4:07 left to go in the first quarter.
To Trace.
Got the ball in the corner to DeMarcus. Swinging the ball around. Grant Wagner shoots it from the corner again. Just a tad bit short.
Again, that's one of those times where I don't know if we need to settle for that.
Got a foul on Grant. Wasn't really happy with that call, but
and that's okay. I mean, it's a good play. I'm with Grant on that one. I don't know if I agree with it, but it's still a good play. I will say that I think that's going to be their bread and butter all night, coming under the hoop. They're going to look to just jump it into a big guy and out jump you.
Yep, and that's where their height plays to their advantage.
Yep, and that might be one where you might have to take DeMarcus off and put him closer to the ball.
Yeah.
Or put Grant closer to the ball. Somebody who's got a little bit more height. All right, Pine Lake's moving around and kind of in a 4-out, 1-in. Justin's coming up to take it.
Looks like they're playing a little bit of an extended 2-3 zone here now.
Yeah.
Good skip pass over to Justin.
They're going to look to trap.
Kicks it out, and Justin shoots it. Pine Lake's got a good flow here. They got a good flow to start the game.
And that's one of the things. They got to keep it up.
And you can kind of see by the way they're playing defense is that their energy level is a little bit more than normal.
Yeah.
I think they realize what this game means from conference standing wise, and that this could be a big win. We
talked in the girls' game where we talked about how the girls needed to win because they, where they were, it put them in a better situation for the conference championship tournament. Same thing here, except for the boys are where the girls are kind of sitting in their own destiny and have their own wheel. The boys are sitting on the outside. If they want to avoid playing the top 10 or top team in the conference in the semis. Another 3.
So Wagner's got a pair of 3s now. Looks like they're flowing right now. It's a good start as they're up 16-8 with 2:09 here to go in the first quarter.
Again, they're doing what they need to do. Playing good defense. Hands are up most of the time. This is the first possession where I've seen them kind of have their hands down at their sides in the zone part. 3-point shot. Grant rebound had it, but it got knocked out behind by number 2 from Queens Grant. 2-point shot made. And Pine Lake's looking to push it. Trying to catch them off again because they have a smaller team. They don't have as deep of a bench. They don't have as many people as we do.
And that's how we've seen the boys kind of play throughout the years, is that they're more of a fast-paced offense. Justin Workman almost had the block. Coach Dunbar was looking for a foul off of Trace, but didn't get it. But the Pride retain possession and drive right back down the court. Marcus in the corner. Kicks it over to Grant, then kicks it to Justin. They're moving the ball well. Trey shoots, wants to join in on three-party, but misses off the front of the rim.
Keep it up. If we keep making those threes, we might need to put in a three-point club kind of for our boosters.
Justin Workman gets the rebound. see DeMarcus and number 4 from Queens Grant getting a little extracurricular.
Nice little Euro step.
But Grant brings it down and puts 2 up on the board.
We got 46 seconds left in the first quarter. You can see it's a little bit more fast-paced than our girls' game.
Yep. For sure.
East side with 2 fouls.
A lot more discipline. I think Trace just got away with the foul there.
Yeah, that's what the Queens Grant folks were. They were calling for that one out in the stands, and yeah, we got a different view than the referee does. And I'm with you. I think Trace got away with one, but hey, for us, who cares?
So with 17 seconds and counting here, Coach Dunbar signaled to the boys that he wants 1 shot. So let's.
So you got to watch out for the 5-second call.
Yep.
They got to move.
Chase gets subbed out. Dunbar's questioning that call though. Trace is a little upset with that one. So Queens Grant gets the ball here with 11.2 to go. Pride up 6 with 18-12 in Pine Lake's favor.
Oh, looking for I think they were looking for that 3-point shot. The kid just didn't pull the trigger.
Yep. 2,
Queens Grant,
1,
3 there.
And off the mark. DeMarcus chucks it down.
The referee waved it off. He's like, no, that wasn't good. All right. So going into the first quarter, or at the end of the first quarter, we got the score 18-12. You know, they're moving the ball. They're doing what basically what we said earlier. They must have listened to our show. Is there anything that they could change?
You know, I think the way they're playing right now, I think they're doing pretty good. You know, they're very energized on defense. They're keeping their hands up. They're staying active on the defensive side. And we're making shots on the other end too. So, you know, I don't think there's anything to change. What about you?
No, I know. And you know, again, from my side, everything they're doing, keep making your shots. Again, keep going in for rebounds. Be tough on offense and defense, and just kind of keep rolling with what you got. Until something changes or you start missing some shots, maybe readjust.
Yep.
But everything seems to be working the way you want it to be.
Exactly.
All right, and we see our
lineup has changed a little bit.
Our crowd has kind of amassed a little bit. We can see it on our main camera view right there. As a matter of fact, we got Derek is coming in.
Yeah, we got a little bit of different lineup. We got Carson Shirley running the point, and then we got DeMarcus, Grant Wagner, Grayson, and Derek in. Nice.
You can see our call sign down at the bottom of your screen now. Trying to make it look as real as possible.
So based on what we've seen in the lineup so far, it seems like we're sticking to about 1 point guard and then keeping 4 other big men in the game.
Yep.
I think that's going to help us with the height.
That might get into a rebound aspect there. He stepped on the line.
Yep. Good call by the ref.
And Bitter's coming. He can't get his play-by-play announcing, and so I'm going to relay him. And he said, he's watching the game on YouTube. And he said, look, they're playing a little more organized, playing more cohesively.
For sure.
So, and sadly, I'm slow on getting my text messages. So
getting the relay.
Pine Lake's moving the ball around.
You see Queens Grant's back in their man-to-man
defense.
defense.
At the top. One of the things we got to watch out for, because they play active defense, is that 5-second call.
That's right.
You got to make.
We've already had one call on us so far.
Now, see, they're going to respect DeMarcus a little bit more.
Wagner, another 3 just off the mark in the front of the rim.
Grayson, the new sophomore transfer.
He's put in some solid minutes for us over the past couple of games.
And I talked to Dunbar, and he does think he's got a future.
Good hustle play by Grayson.
And again, he hurt us.
Good defense by the Pride. Carson Shirley's taking the ball.
They're looking
for a traveling call, but
they're looking for the carry, I think, because it went right over his shoulder. Queens Grant bringing it down. Yeah, they're not afraid to go 3-on-5.
Nope.
DeMarcus looking to drive, kicks it out to Derek. Derek's looking to drive as well. You know, that's one of the things I do like from Pine Lake is like when they do drive and get a foot in the paint. It forces your zone in that case.
Grayson with another good effort. He's got 4 points already as he just came in the game at the start of this quarter.
And they're going to call a timeout.
Pilot boys are pretty hyped about Grayson.
You can see it. And that's one of the things that they got to do. They got to keep that energy. All right. And so, and Grayson is a great, giving us great minutes and a great jump off the bench. He's got a quick 4 points. And again, he brings a different body type into the game.
And he's tall, but he's also big. Like he's wide-wise. I mean, he's got that unique body of a complete athlete, I like to say.
And that's the thing. It's like, one, he's only a sophomore. Two, he's got the body type of a true post player.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's and that was the thing I worked with was post kids up at Eastern, and that's one of those places where I think he could be a huge asset for Coach Dunbar.
Exactly. And you look at him, you think, wow, he's a big kid. He's got to be an upper. He's got to be junior or senior. But then when you look, he's only a sophomore. You're like, wow, this kid's gonna be hard to contain.
Oh yeah.
These next coming years.
Well, if you look at it, I think they got 21 in right now, who's running the baseline for him, and I don't think he's got the same muscle. Like I think if Grayson plays him a true post, that I think he'll be able to handle him.
Yep.
But you see though, they're trying to front him.
We've seen teams have a hard time of trying to guard him just because of the way he's built. Yep.
Well, that's the thing is if they go down in front, this is where you can get up top and get the seal. If a person fronts you, if Grayson's being strong enough, he can. You tell the person on the corner, hey, get it to the top. I'm gonna hold my guy, and then you get the ball as soon as you get it.
We see Finizio drives and nice move to get him on the scoring board. So the Pride are up 26-14 with 4:40 to go here in the second quarter.
Nice little. That's a charge. Fundamentally, they're playing better, both on the defensive and offensive side. I think that's the big difference.
And I love the energy level they're bringing off. Not just on the court, but off the court on the bench as well. When they on that charge call, everybody got up on the bench, was cheering on Grant, And I think that's where you kind of help get home court advantage in a way,
Yeah, sometimes you make it yourself.
Exactly.
And again, and nothing wrong with our shoot section. They're into it as well. But again, when you're feeding off the energy of your own teammates on the side, because even the kid, even if you're the kid who maybe only gets in 1 or 2 minutes a game, but if you're up on the front, cheering, getting them going, you feed off that. There's that tip that you talked about earlier. That's one. If you touch it, you gotta grab it.
Exactly. And that's probably one of the first couple shots we've seen outside the arc from Queens Grant.
Yeah.
And we got a foul on Grant, I think. 50, so that's going to be Grayson.
Yeah.
His first foul. Queens Grant
26-14. 3 minutes, 51 seconds left in the first half. Yeah, and I think that I will say this. I think it's the first shot we've seen on this side for the three-point. I think they had a couple on the other side. It's obviously harder for us to see.
But, I mean, as we see, they're scoring most of the points from driving in inside the paint. So misses the first, makes the first one, misses the second. Derek gets the rebound. Pride up 11 here with 3:40 to go in the second quarter. Queens Grant looks to be in their man-to-man.
More of that spaced out 3-2 zone. Now, see, this is the one thing I don't like to see from Pine Lake, is we oftentimes, there's no continuation. We oftentimes just trying to stick around. Yeah. And that's one where You're driving into the zone. Now, granted, he made the shot if it would have counted, but I mean, it's one of those aspects there where I think we gotta get movement. You gotta move. If you stand around, you're not forcing the defense to do anything.
That's right. So the Pride are taking the ball out under their basket. Marcus charges in, gets guys to fake, scores 2. Good play by DeMarcus, have a little hesitation move there to get the defenders jumping up and then goes up as they're coming down.
Little miscommunication. Queens Grant saying, hey, he tipped it.
Yep.
They're like, hey, I don't pass it that bad. Come on, ref.
No.
Derek's got it up top. He looks to drive. Gets it into Grayson. Grayson wasn't expecting the pass. MD gets it. Tips it again. That's where we talked about tipping it out. If you can get it, if you can get up there, you gotta grab it.
And be strong with it.
Yep.
Be strong with it.
And I'm starting to notice the tipping stuff happen even in the college game. I was a couple of nights ago. I was watching my alma mater play, and I was sitting back there going, "Why are you tipping it all the way out to the 3-point line? Just grab the ball."
So number 22 for Queens Grant makes a 3.
3-point shot. We got it out to the wing, down in the corner to Derek. Derek drives, baseline. Looking to get something around. Moving the ball around. Poor pass.
Malott had the right idea.
Yep.
Just that overhead pass going across the zone doesn't really work out too much.
We got to call it for a high pick and roll.
Grayson doesn't really roll though.
Yeah, he didn't really roll.
Marcus loses it, gets his own. He scores.
I think Marcus was a little upset with how he played at CSD, and so
Number
Marcus is kind of sitting there going, "Hey, I'm gonna make it up for it on this one."
Student sections doing the air ball chant, even though they didn't see a hit off the front of the rim. Shoots another 3 from behind the arc. Malott gets a rebound, strong with it. Drives down the court, up, gets fouled. He's going to the line to shoot 2.
I got Malott's name right here. Here we go.
Foul on number 22 for Queens Grant. That's his first.
Malott, we call him MD.
MD.
Because, I'll be honest, we looked at his name last year on the sheet and we went, I got nothing. Do you have him? Bitter's like, I don't have him. I was like, I don't know how to say his name.
Makes the front end. Luke Johnson and Justin Workman's coming in for Grayson and Derek. 2 big guys. Malott shoots a second.
Little short,
yeah. 1:40 here to go in the second quarter.
31-18. Malott's got to close out just a little bit better than his feet. He got lucky.
Good closeout, yeah.
I would like to see Malott kind of close his feet a little bit more with a hand up instead of just going out there jumping.
Yep.
Marcus gets it in the wing. Pass it around on top. Justin's now got it. Passes it to the corner to Malene. Moving the ball around. As I said, this is better. Oh, nice backdoor cut.
Gets a little bit of a lucky bounce there.
Yep. But if it goes in, it goes in.
Queens Grant comes down,
takes a
shoots from
shot
the
at
elbow.
the baseline. High bounce. Nothing. MD's bringing it up. He's looking to take it to the hoop. Justin's moving around. Back up to MD to the top. Get it to the corner.
Under a minute to go here in the second quarter.
It looks like Dunbar said, hey, let's do one shot again.
And you know, that's something Dunbar likes to call with about a minute to go.
Well, and the thing is, though, is that, that's the one benefit. When you don't have a shot clock,
yep,
you can take 10 minutes if you wanted to.
And we see a stupid foul by Queens Grant.
And DeMarcus is smart enough to be able to, he pay attention to the 5-second call. He knows how to make it switch, get him off, to get a reset to the 5 seconds.
Yep.
And so it is. It's a little bit better.
36 seconds here to go. Still calling the one shot.
All right, taking it back
personally, if I got the ball with a minute to go, I would want to drive down, try and get a quick basket, and then try and get a stop and come back down for another one. DeMarcus misses the reverse layup. Luke Johnson gets fouled on the ground as he was going for the rebound.
They be going 1-1.
Foul on number 4 on Queens Grant. It's going to put the Pride into 1-1 here with 17.8 seconds to go.
Both Dunbar and I are both sitting up there
Calling
getting
the 1-1.
calling the 1-1 from our side. Luke's got it.
Misses the free throw.
I will say, I think Dunbar was more upset at the fact that we took. It was a good shot that we took. It was just early.
And we got a foul. Basket counts on Luke. That gives him 2.
Here's the thing. I think he called the second one.
Yeah.
And I think he meant to call the first one. And he just went with it. Because I think that whistle blew before that second shot went up.
You're right. So he misses the free throw. Justin Workman shoots it up.
Gets a 3.
And as time expires, Justin makes that 3. The boys are pretty excited about this one going into halftime with a 36-20 lead.
Yeah, that's the one thing is there. I do. I think they did everything they needed to. What we talked about, they stayed out of foul trouble. They were making their threes. They're doing everything that we could ask for them.
And an interesting fact is that Queens Grant is only averaging. They're only really allowing 46 points a game. That's their average, and we're already up to 36.
Yeah. And so the one thing we got to pay attention to is, one, are they going to change up something on defense and all of a sudden lock us down, or is Pine Lake going to keep hitting their shots?
Exactly.
And so, all right, we're going to step away, unless you had something to add.
No, we're good.
We're going to step away so that way we can kind of stretch our legs, and you at home can go take a bathroom break, get some nachos, do whatever before the Super Bowl Sunday. We'll catch you on the flip side.
See ya.
All right, we're coming back. All right, Grant. I'll make sure you're...
We got Dawson just made a shot from the student section over there.
Who was that?
Dawson just shot one of the extra balls that rolled over in the student section and drained
Nice.
it from the blue line over there.
So, going into it, Coach Dunbar seemed pleased. I talked to him a little bit as we were passing each other. I threw Bitter's name up there again. He's going to laugh at me.
Well, halftime's about over here. We got 10 seconds to go. Boys are heading back out on the court. Pine Lake's up 36-20. So a solid 16-point lead. I know we talked right after we went off the air that we're kind of surprised on how this game's playing out.
And I do. I think they're doing well. I think they just got to keep it up. I mean, there's not much else to say. They did everything that we need. We told what we said they needed to do, and I'm sure what Coach Dunbar wanted them to do. And so
Queens Grant looks that they've changed into a 3-2 zone actually. DeMarcus pulls up in the corner, misses. Trace fights for the extra rebound, gets it. They pull it out, reset the offense a little bit.
Grant stepped on the line on the outside there.
So it looks. That's a strike.
Trainer's getting involved. He's doing well.
Yep. So Queens Grant goes to a 3-2 zone on their defense, and Pride stay in their 2-3. So they're moving the ball around the zone right now. The boys are sticking to their big guy roster. We got a foul, I think, on Luke.
And Luke and DeMarcus talking about what they need to do in the next go-around.
Foul caught on DeMarcus. That's going to be his first.
Queens Grant at the line, number 21. Takes the first shot. Knocks it right in. We had a great rendition of the national anthem. I tried to hold up my headset so to try to pick up a little bit. Sung by our own
Miss Workman. Mother of Justin and Dylan, who both play on the team here.
Putting on a little bit of pressure. This is one where you want to try to usually have somebody in the middle, so you don't make those passes.
They threw it to the middle, but Queens Grant was in the middle. But a steal by Justin Workman. 2-on-2 break. Grant dished it off to DeMarcus. Wasn't paying attention. Probably get possession. Grant pulls it back out, sets up the offense.
That was a good little bit of senior leadership there. He was smart. They were kind of just moving the ball haphazardly.
DeMarcus got it to the middle. Looked to pass it down low to Luke real quick, but got into the Queens Grant hands. I think number 4 scored that for Queens Grant. Quick transition. Pride misses the layup. Queens Grant comes right back down the court. A little bit of a fast pace going on right here. Number 21 puts it up, but Grant gets a rebound.
You know, and it started out that way last time, and I think Pine Lake's okay with playing with it.
That's how they usually play.
But I will say this, you know, we haven't had much success in the last couple of minutes, so, you know, I think we need to slow it down just a tad. I don't know if we want to play at Queens Grant's quick pace. The ball into the side there.
So
Grant's
they're playing
got
a
it. He's trapped.
3-2 with a trap in the corner.
And we got a timeout. Dunbar. Dunbar saying, hey, I told you that the trap's coming there. You got to be paying attention.
Yep. So they'll make an adjustment right here on what to do when that happens.
So Queens Grant started out with quick 4 points.
Pride still looking to score here in the second half.
And the student section still, some of them, still.
The seniors are standing up.
The seniors are standing up.
You can see
everybody else is kind of falling down.
Yeah.
referees now giving some props to Miss Workman for her job as she's sitting here just to the left of us.
All right, so DeMarcus is trying to talk to his guys out of the timeout. He's going to bring the ball out. They dish it out to Trace.
So like you said, they're in that 3-2 zone. It's kind of a more flattened out at the top 3-2 zone. Doesn't really curve around.
Yep.
So you're going to have the
extended.
wings open. Oh, Trace missed the lob. They were looking for a lob to DeMarcus.
Justin gets the lucky roll again for a 3-bomb, gets the Pride scoring in the second half. Puts them up 15.
All right, Pine Lake going into their 2-3 zone. Got their hands out.
Which is very good. Very disciplined. You know, we see in high school that some guys kind of play lazy with the 2-3, but they're very active with their hands.
Nothing bothers me more than watching kids sit with their hands at the side in a zone. Well, they muscle it in there.
Number 21 now got 6 points for Queens Grant. Oh, and an almost sloppy pass by Trace. Gets tipped by Queens Grant. Grant tries to recover, but hits it out of bounds by accident. Carson Shirley's now coming in for Trace. 5:06 here to go in the third quarter.
So got a 13-point lead with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Games are going quick tonight. We got a double dribble. Pine Lake got the ball, going to be taking it out underneath. Coming towards us.
You can take it. So I've been keeping track of Queens Grant's points, and we see that there's a lot of the team scoring. It's not just one couple guys scoring. It's most of the team. They're really sharing the ball well.
Well, and they seem pretty athletic. Kincaid's being active over here as the ball came towards his head.
Yeah. Deflected pass off of Queens Grant. Pride's going to retain possession. Queens Grant still in their 3-2.
Got a pass to the middle. It's going to be off of.
That's a tough pass to make in a 3-2 zone. And if you're going to make that pass, you gotta fake it and then bounce it in there.
Yep. Because again, they're playing just like we are with their hands out, and again, it takes away your passing lane.
Yep.
That's a perfect example right there, where playing with your hands out does that. Now Queens Grant's making their shots, and we're having trouble even taking out a shot.
Yep.
There you go. See, that's where you get that fake. They bought into it, allows things to, again, move a little bit. This is one where I like to see where he drives, like that.
Like that.
Again, at that point, you actually put a lot of pressure on the referee because now they got to either make a decision of either a jump ball or a
foul, or reaching foul, yeah.
And so, and like I said, it also collapsed that zone, allowing for that open outside shot, where Justin and Grant are having pretty good success tonight. And so, you know, again, make use of it.
Grayson gets subbed in for Luke. Justin takes another one from the corner. Doesn't get the lucky bounce that time.
Yeah, that's one where, because of that low shot that he has, that low release. He's got a good quick release, but it's that low release that I worry about sometimes it getting blocked. Queens Grant kicks it into the middle of the zone in front of Grayson. Grayson looks like they put Grayson in there to kind of give a little bit of a rebounding, low post threat.
That's right.
Now.
DeMarcus drives into two guys. Maybe not the best decision, but.
I think he was trying to go for the foul.
Yep.
No, me, being me, I mean, it's the coach of me, and I'm down here, and I don't see everything with what's going on, but that didn't look much different than the one thing that happened down here.
Yeah, that looked more of a no foul than the one we just saw down on our end on DeMarcus. You know, from what it looked like to us is that Grayson had his hands just straight up, and he didn't chop down at all. But
I'm the first one who will sit in the stands, even as we're watching Pine Lake or whoever, and be the first one to say no, that was a foul. Like, there's no reason to complain about that. But that one on that case, I think we made a miss there.
Yeah.
But overall, again, the referees haven't been too bad in both of the games. They called a lot when it came to the girls in the second half. So hopefully, we don't see a similar function to
Yep.
make this game go later than my bedtime.
Yeah.
But
So the Pride have started off to a little bit of a slower start here in the second half. They've only scored 3 points so
3
far.
points.
And we got 3:38 to go here in the third. Queens Grant, on the other hand, scored 8. So once these boys kind of get out of the halftime slump, then maybe this game will get to another flow to it like it was in the first half. So Queens Grant's at the line to shoot 2. Number 24, he's got 6 tonight so far. Makes his first. Makes it a 10-point game.
Well, like to take it into single digits. Carly Scholl's got a little ice on her shoulder. Must have took too many shots tonight, I guess.
Yeah. So 3:30 to go here. The 16-point halftime lead has turned into a 9-point lead. Grant Wagner goes in, gets blocked.
Again.
Carson Shirley gets back down to Marcus with a monster block. Returns the favor.
He blocked. I don't know if he's mad at Ms. Reuter, but he sent it right at her. But Ms. Reuter caught it and gave it right back to him.
She said, I don't want this.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want to play.
And so Pride were looking for a call.
Marcus looking to see that he dropped the ball, which would be, violation.
Queens
But
Grant
the
gets the
referee's giving him
timeout.
the benefit of the doubt, saying, no, he called the timeout, and the ball fell out.
So something I've noticed is that in the top right corner of the bleachers on our home side is a CSD dad and a CSD player who tends to normally scout at a lot of games. So they're probably looking to scout Queens Grant.
Probably Queens Grant.
We've already played CSD twice, so I can't imagine that they're here to see
the thing
us.
is, though, is that, again, we talk, going into, granted, we got 6 games. We're 6 games out. But CSD could also be thinking about conference tournament time.
And they're 8-1. They're at the top of the conference standings at 8-1, and Queens Grant's at 7-1. And Queens Grant's only lost in conference has been at CSD. So, and I think they still have to play them. CSD still has to travel to Queens Grant, so they're looking. I didn't catch who that foul was on. I think it was Grayson.
I think you're right.
If it was Grayson, that would be his 3rd. So number 1 heads to the line, though. Misses the front end of the 2. Makes the 2nd, though. That gives him 2 points on the night.
All right.
Pride are only up 8 now, so.
Queens Grant chipping away at it. Yeah, we haven't had really a good shot in the last, I would say, probably 4 minutes.
Our only points this quarter is Justin Workman's 3. That got the lucky bounce. Another turnover on the Pride. Queens Grant brings it down. Queens Grant on a bit of a run here.
Yeah, this is one where you kind of hope DeMarcus either takes it over.
And we got a foul called on number 2. Queens Grant fans not happy about that one. But that puts 3 fouls on number 2. They're gonna
we got some Queens Grant parents and our student section kind of going back and forth. You can see them on our camera.
Student section was
Grant
pointing.
takes a 3. It's going to be off.
Grayson with the rebound.
In. Again, that's where it helps having Grayson down there.
Yep. Number 1's driving. Something that we have to limit because that's how Queens Grant's getting a lot of their points. Marcus drives down, kicks it out to Justin for the three. Just off the mark. Foul on DeMarcus. Coach Dunbar's not happy with that call. Doesn't agree with it.
DeMarcus doesn't agree with it, but 21 was all the way down the court because he was so excited.
So DeMarcus got 2 fouls on him now with 1:55 here to go.
Queens Grant moves the ball around along the top, on the line. Drive, kicks, shoots for 3, gets it. 41-36.
24 just drained it through. That gives him 11 on the night.
Again, they're starting to feel it. You can start to feel the momentum shifting a little bit.
And we got a
Another foul. Number 5.
Are they going to call this on the ground, or it looks like they're calling it on the ground? DeMarcus tried to make it seem like he was shooting.
You're going to get MD and Derek in now. Kind of go a little shorter lineup.
They're taking out Justin and Grant here. Grayson's bodying a kid down outside.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Grayson thought he was going to go there. Yeah, Grayson up top. See, that's not the pass you want to make right away.
Sloppy pass. Dunbar's looking to sub him, looking down the bench. Played tall. Number 1 drives in.
Right now, pulled in, 1 possession. We got a timeout. Now, this is where Pine Lake's got to step it up. They got to make a decision. As they are getting into that next part, they got to get a stop. And they also have to realize, hey, we got to make better decisions on offense. Because now they're starting to do the things that we talked about in the first half that they can't do.
Yep.
In terms of like that pass right down there that led to two easy points. You know, you're not going to get it in there. It's not going to happen. Not on the first pass.
Yep.
Especially not a bounce pass. You know.
And we see in this quarter that we've only scored 5. Queens Grant has scored 18. They're on an 18-5 run right now here with 1:08 to go in the third quarter. And that's a pretty big margin.
Yep.
Especially considering how we played in the first half to limit them only 20 points. And now we've let up 18 in 1 quarter. And that quarter's not even over yet.
And again, that's one of those times where they're gonna play aggressive and they're gonna play hard defense. We talked about that before. Yeah.
Derek drives, turns the ball over, open court. DeMarcus looks for the block, doesn't get it. This is off. Number 5 goes in and scores.
Pine Lake up by 1. Pine Lake moving the ball around at the top, spacing themselves out.
Looks like we're getting 1 shot here. Derek's driving again.
All right, a foul on, I think, number 11.
Yeah, foul on number 11 here. That's his first. Probably taking the ball out with 27.6 here to go in the third. Only up by 1 point. Carson Shirley's got the ball up top, looking to keep the 1 shot. They're pressuring him. Throws the ball in. DeMarcus dishes off to Derek. Derek gets fouled from behind. Queens Grant fans looking for a foul.
Foul on 21.
It's going to be his second. Derek's going to go to the line to shoot 2. With 12.8 here to go. Queens Grant fans are now getting into it. Derek makes the front end. Makes it a 2-point game. About to shoot his second. Makes them both. Makes it a 3-point game here with 12.8 to go.
Take it back up. Queens Grant driving right down in the middle, loses the ball, but he ends up getting his own, but he slips out of bounds with 6.6 seconds left. Number 1 is looking to the referee saying, hey, he got me an arm. You gotta give me something here.
Oh, they kick it down. Sloppy pass. 2 seconds to go. 1 second to go. shot counts right at the buzzer.
I'm not sure if it was a 2 or a 3.
I think it was a 2. It was a 2.
That's a big hit going into the fourth quarter.
So, coming out of halftime, the score was 36-20 in favor of Pine Lake. And now after the third quarter, after 8 minutes of play, it's 43-42. What do you think happened?
Well, our offense kind of stalled. Like, we weren't making good passes, so we were turning the ball over easy. And especially with this quick of a team, when you turn it over on the front line, you know, that top part of that 3-2 zone, it gives basically a 3-on-2 advantage almost every time.
Yep.
I think the other thing that coming into play here is the shots we were making where Justin was getting friendly bounces, Grant was getting friendly bounces. That's not happening anymore.
Nope.
And so, again, that's where you got to be mentally tough. When you miss a shot down here, you got to make for it up on the other end. And I don't think that's what we've done. And then they're now feeding off their crowd.
Yep. After our cheerleaders did the Pine Lake beat, looks like some of the Queens Grant fans are doing their own kind of beat.
It looks like it's the Queens Grant girls team.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Here goes a little bit of
8
cheer
minutes
battle.
left. Pine Lake's up by 1. Queens Grant's got the ball. Moving around the side. We're playing a little bit more compact.
Open shot from the foul line.
Queens Grant gets their first lead of the game. 44-43.
It's going to be interesting to see how our boys handle this now. Derek makes a sloppy pass, gets deflected.
And that's what DeMarcus just looked at and said, bounce pass.
Yep.
Make a bounce pass. It's going to be off 5 foot. Again, we haven't hit their total yet. And we talked about it before. We scored really well in terms of how they're doing. They're still holding us 3 points under their average.
Yep.
Giving them a little bit more offense on the outside.
You know, they're playing a really interesting 3-2. You know, it's not just a man your zone kind of 3-2. It's whoever's closer to the ball is going out and pressuring.
Yeah.
They're not staying back and just keep their hands up. They're going out and pressuring, but still keeping that 3-2 motion.
It almost comes into that matchup 3-2. Something you would see out at Syracuse.
Syracuse loves their zones.
Yep.
But the Pride are still sticking to their 2-3. You know, they got to limit Queens Grant drives. You know, Queens Grant's hitting the majority of their points from inside the paint.
Yep.
They're not shooting the ball a lot.
Again, there's another inside look. They just missed
around.
to the good defense by MD. I think MD took a little shot to the face off that one. Again, we're slow with our movement.
You know, I'm trying to remember. I've been to pretty much every game so far this season. I don't think the Pride, the boys, they've seen a 3-2, so I think this is kind of new to them.
Yep.
Now, granted, they've all played basketball before, so they know how to beat a 3-2. We got a block on number 24 as Malad went up.
And I will tell you, here's the one thing I noticed with that 3-2. DeMarcus keeps cutting in. And I wish he'd stay out just a little bit. A little bit longer. Because I think in that case, you're going to have that open short corner shot. He keeps diving in, and he's actually putting himself in line with the defender.
You're exactly right. So Malad's shooting his first free throw here. Misses off the front of the rim. Pride are still down 1 here with 6:23 to go. Brett Wagner's going to come in for Malad here. Justin's going to get subbed in for Derek.
Makes the shot, ties it up. We got, I think you said it, Grant and Justin checking in.
Malad's upset as they just punched a chair. I think that's a little dramatic. But I get the frustration.
Yeah, better take it out on the chair.
Yeah, than on the court.
Well, I've taken it out on the court. There's some blood on that side. Marcus is going to get another foul.
So that's 4 on Grayson.
Grayson?
Yeah, it was on Grayson. Personally, I think that was a little bit of a late call. I didn't. When the referee called that when there was no one on the ball, I think she just saw the motion of the Queens Grant player whipping his body around, trying to get loose, and thought it was going to be a foul. So.
And then sometimes it's a lot of time. You know, if you're a player, you can actually go to the referee and call. Mm-hmm. And sadly, there are tactics to get that done.
Yep.
Where you can even make a sound as you shoot to make it sound like you got a foul.
We got a blocking foul on Justin.
Yeah, it's funny here is I think the referee underneath wanted to call a charge, but he saw the referee on the side start to make the motion towards the block.
Yeah, and they're discussing it. Gonna keep it a foul on Justin. Coach Dunbar looks a little upset with that one.
Again, I think he saw the same thing I did. Queens Grant looking to cut to the middle. Again, just using
Marcus goes after that high ball. Doesn't get it. Got to recover, though. Queens Grant misses the layup. Justin gets a rebound. Sloppy pass. And then a foul. So just in the matter of seconds, Justin gets his second foul. Yep.
He's got to relax.
Yep. You know, with the tie ball game, with the momentum in Queens Grant favor, now is when the Pride got to relax, slow down the game, take control of it, and just play their offense. Queens Grant, number 5 shooting.
We're starting to get into foul trouble. We're making decisions that's leading to easy baskets, silly turnovers. It's the opposite of what we played.
Yep. So, based on what we've seen so far, the boys have struggled with the 3-2 zone that Queens Grant's running. We're having trouble getting the ball inside, relying on our shooting, which Justin Workman just makes a big 3 to give the Pride a 1-point advantage.
He needed that.
Yeah, for sure. Not just him though, the team needed the ACC needed it.
Well, that's the thing.
A little momentum change.
He had some mental hiccups with his turnovers, and I think that hopefully that'll kind of get him out of his little funk that he had.
And hopefully it energizes guys a little bit. Oh, I think a travel call.
No, we're gonna get a hold.
Yeah, I thought I saw a travel call there, but the ref's calling a block, sending number 5 back to the line.
We were hoping for the travel call.
We're hoping. Yep.
That's the thing. That's the other thing. We're gonna see. Both teams are gonna be in their 1-on-1 at least.
Yep.
But Pine Lake's working on the way to put Queens Grant in their double bonus.
So number 5 makes the front end of the 1-and-1. Ties up the ball game with 4:55 here to go in the 4th quarter.
And Grayson's going to pick up his 5th.
Oh, the point
because he just barreled over 21. White 2.
Foul on number 2. Calling that on DeMarcus.
I saw Grant go way over. I just assumed, or Grayson go way over.
Grayson. Yeah, I thought they were going to call that on Grayson.
So we're going again. Back to the line.
You see, that's a mental mistake right there. I don't know if DeMarcus probably didn't mean to do that, but you know, at this point in the ball game, you can't be having that.
I'm not even sure what he did.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Number 24 misses the free throw. Probably get the ball back. Down 1 with 4:50 to go. Justin Workman pulls up in the corner again. Misses the shot. DeMarcus gets the rebound. Fights under the basket to go up. Gets fouled. Staying on the ground.
A hard shot.
I think it was on number 2. That's going to be his 4th. So DeMarcus got beat up a little bit there.
Again, I'm looking at the referee going, no, don't line out. It's 1-on-1, folks.
Yeah. Student section's giving applause to the little man that came out to drive the court.
From Queens Grant. Got a Queens Grant kid on the bench, came out, wiped up the floor. Yep. And kudos to the Pine Lake kids who said, yeah, nice job, little man.
I appreciate that. DeMarcus is getting a talking to by the ref right now.
I actually know what I think he's doing. I I think he's checking out to see if he got a concussion. I think he's checking him out to see if he knew where he was, kind of thing. Because that's a huge emphasis even for the referees. Like, hey, if you see a head contact, they're just as liable as the coach or as the trainer.
Exactly. Good call by the referee to do that.
Yeah. And like I said, I know he's been a little tight, and I know him and Luke don't get along. But the referee that's kind of passing by your screen right now, I'm going to tell you right now, that guy knows his rules.
DeMarcus makes the first one, misses the second. So tie ball game here. 4:30 to go.
Justin playing on the high side to get him up to the top. They're doing like a little horns kind of.
They drive in. Get the rebound. Grayson's playing some good D. He's traveling.
3 seconds.
On 3-second call.
I think Grayson thought he got in trouble.
Yeah.
Because he was looking at the referee going, don't even point my number.
Got to get the student section. I'm usually over there.
I know. That's my fault. I brought you over here when the student section needs you.
It is all good, though. It is all good.
Look, if you have to go over there, get them going. I can cover you for a little bit. I don't know if I'm not as good as you, but I'll try.
We'll see how they do without me tonight.
Trace has got it up top. Marcus now has it up top, going from wing to wing, trying to find what the best option here. Nice little bounce pass to short corner, gets back up to the top to DeMarcus. DeMarcus just kind of said, all right, hey, we're all right. We're tied, we got time. Getting a little clapping action going on from the
Queens Grant fans getting into it.
On the Pine Lake side.
Their coach is telling them just to relax, let them make a play. Queens Grant's just standing around, Pine Lake standing around. DeMarcus passes it over to Trace. Now we got some movement back to DeMarcus.
Now I don't know if this actually works in our favor, because we haven't hit shots.
You're right.
Again, I'm not seeing really active offense.
And I think
this is the down part. This is what I necessarily am not always a fan of. I'm a little more confident with them holding the ball than I am with our girls team, but still, I like them.
There we go. Justin just misses it. Grayson gets the rebound, puts it up, puts it in. Pride's up 2 points with 2:30 to go here. And I think they were just waiting to try and catch Queens Grant off guard, a little bit sleepy after holding the ball there. I would say they were trying to get him tired, but they weren't moving the ball enough to see that. They weren't getting him tired. I think they were just trying to catch him sleeping.
Queens Grant's now exchanges the favor, saying, hey, we can play slow too, but again, I'm not sure who this actually works out better for.
Cheerleader starting the defense chant.
In this case, it worked out better for us.
Yep. DeMarcus is calling the crowd to get hype.
Now they're getting into it.
2-point ball game here with 1:46 to go. Now something we talked about in the girls game is time and score.
Yep.
This is a perfect example.
Got a minute 40 left. Again, they're just kind of saying, hey, look.
Let's be smart. Let's not turn the ball over. Let's wait for the right shot.
Yep. Moving around. Pine Lake still got it. You can see there's a little action going on. Our camera's shaking.
So we got a foul on number 1. That's his first.
And we got
little man coming back up to dry it out. Pride fans love it.
If I knew his name, I'd give him a shout out with the graphics, but I don't know his name.
We're calling Blue Shirt Boy. So DeMarcus is up here to shoot 2 with 1:24 to go. Makes the first. 3-point ball game now. Getting ready to shoot a second. Blue shirt.
Makes both.
Makes a second, makes it a 4-point game with 1:24 to go.
Now again, let's see if they try to hold it like we did.
Looks like we're in our man-to-man.
They're running off a little 1-4 high set, looking to get a shot in the corner, moving around.
Good job by DeMarcus, just sliding his feet, keeping his hands up.
You got a
travel call. Good defense by the Pride. Forces a turnover with 1:05 to go. Momentum on Pine Lake side here.
If she sits here, she sits down again, and he starts losing, he's going to carry that double outside. All right, Trace has got it up top, moving the ball around.
And a reaching call by number 5. Gives him his 3rd foul of the night. And it's going to send him to the line, send Trace to the line with 51.4 to go. Pride are in the 1-1 stage right now. Up 4. Sophomore Trace Forrest in a big moment. Oh, hits it off the back of the rim, misses it. Queens Grant gets possession. Got to play smart here. Cannot foul in this circumstance. Slide your feet.
Good hands, good.
Get it, Grayson. Queens Grant scores. Makes it a 2-point game with 35.4 to go. As Pine Lake calls a timeout.
So now what they're going to be looking to do is put up a full court pressure, try to get the ball. Now, see, you don't have to foul right away because you're only down by 2.
Exactly.
And so if you're Queens Grant, you want to look to get the trap if you can. And now here's the key. This is where teams mess up. They try to go for that first pass steal, and you don't need it. As a matter of fact, you're better off pushing somebody into the corner to get the trap.
Yeah, let them get the ball and then get your trap. Because then that offensive player will freak out. He'll be like, what do I do? What do I do?
Right.
And then he'll make a silly decision.
And that's where, as if you're Pine Lake, you need to have one person in the middle of that trap setup. Usually people come out in a 1-2, 1-1 press, kind of, and it's a little diamond. And when you want to get someone in the middle of that diamond, because once you do that, technically it'll come then 3-on-2 or even 3-on-1.
And
so
something I've seen Dunbar draw up out of a timeout in late game situations like this, and especially if the team comes out in a man-to-man, they'll stack 4 across the free throw line. They'll have 2 crash in, 1 stay in the middle, and they'll fly 1 back to see if they can get the over-the-top pass.
Right.
And
that's what we need to look at.
We got 4 across. We got Grant flying. There we go. Just like I called.
Yep.
They tried to get the trap, but were stupid and reached, actually. DeMarcus was able to get out of it.
DeMarcus ran down here.
We got a foul call on number 2. That's going to be his 5th. That's 5 on number 2 on the night. So that sends the Pride into double bonus.
It's 2 fourths. Now they're gonna wait for a second. They got 5 outs. They're gonna have to replace him. Again, replacing him, it still doesn't change really what Queens Grant does.
Misses the front. So he's got his 2nd shot here with 32.9 to go. Still a 1-possession game. Misses the 2nd. Queens Grant gets the rebound. Pride have to make a stop here. Number 1 drives in. DeMarcus is smart. Keeps his hands up. Misses the layup. They get the rebound. Shoots a 3. Off the side of the rim. Grayson fights for the rebound. Misses it. Queens Grant gets the rim. That's a loose ball. Everybody's diving on the court. Queens Grant calls a timeout. It looks like. What a crazy sequence that was.
I may have moved our table. I was trying to see down there.
So 12.5 to go. Pride have a 2-point lead. Queens Grant's going to get the ball out of the timeout. What's your call for Coach Dunbar defensive-wise?
Me, I would play man-to-man, but I'm a man-to-man guy because here they've hit some big threes in the 2nd half. So playing a zone, you put that risk up there, especially if you're slow on the rotation. I'd play man-to-man. I would play, I don't even know if I'd play it on the inbounder. If they have someone short on the inbounder, I might put DeMarcus on him to make it a tough pass.
We got all fans getting all rowdy now.
The biggest thing I'm telling them is don't foul.
John, to tell them to get loud.
Hey, use your mic and yell it. All right. As Grant said, we got 12.5 seconds left. They are coming out in a man-to-man. Look at the screen.
Inbound at 10
Someone's
seconds.
got to step up.
It's a 3. Off the mark. Justin gets the rebound. Trace kicks it out. Grant's got the ball. DeMarcus finish it off with a dunk as time expires.
That was huge. And you see they stormed the court.
Man, storm the court. What a game.
That was a great game. Great second half by Queens Grant, but a way to play through for Pine Lake.
So that bumps Queens Grant down to 7-2 in conference, and Pride improved to 6-3.
So, going into it, you got a good weekend. We got enough tough games. We got to go play them at their place, I think, on Tuesday.
Yep.
And so they're going to be looking for a little revenge, especially with the last bit there with DeMarcus getting a nice jam at the end.
Yeah, what a sequence that was right there at the end. You know, Queens Grant shot the 3. Both teams were fighting for the rebound. Justin made a diving effort to get that rebound, kicked it out to Trace. Trace was then able to kick it to Grant. Grant was flying down the court, and then Grant was able to dish it off to DeMarcus to end the game on a big dunk that got the fans riled up. Pride finished this game 52-50. Not one of the best second halves we've seen for Pine Lake.
But
they were able to manage. They were able to manage.
Yeah, it's one of those times where as a coach you're going to go in and go, hey, I'm glad we got the win, but hey, we need to play better.
Yeah, definitely.
In the second half, we need to play a better four-quarter game, not just a two-quarter game.
And you know, like I've said before, the score was 36-20 at halftime.
Yep.
And you know, going into halftime, you would have thought we would have scored at least 30 more.
Yep.
But you know, as you can see by the final score, it's 52-50.
Yeah. Yeah. So they outscored us that second half.
The second half definitely favored.
Yeah. The thing we talked about is we were still putting up threes, and in that third quarter we weren't hitting them.
Yep.
And so it's one of those aspects where you know we need to be smart when to take those threes and when to actually stop taking the threes. Now the other big thing was the fact that we started making the threes in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
And so
we just got an announcement from Dr. Hoffman that the swimming boys won their regionals. They'll be heading to states. Good job, guys.
Way to go. Coach Hanlon, Coach Brassel, well done. I know that's where Coach Hayford is.
Yeah. He said something about the girls. I didn't hear the second part.
The girls got second in regionals, so they'll also be going on. I'm sure Allison Eckerdina won her events, and you know, kudos to the boys.
She's a good swimming athlete. She's headed to Queens.
Miss Ruder is over here.
Along with Miss Workman.
There she is. And she's excited. All right, and with that, hey Grant, I thank you. I appreciate it.
It's
you know,
been a
anytime.
blast.
We'll be back next Friday as we take on, I think, Bradford Prep. And so hopefully
that sounds right.
Hopefully those will be two a little bit easier games to call. I'm Matt.
Exactly.
I'm Jeff Burr.
I'm Grant Phillips.
And thanks for watching PLSN.
See ya.